lazy hog of yours. In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time. Get it live and direct.
Go now live.
This is where we live.
Are you ready to get your world rocked?
That's what I'm talking about.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
Now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern bite like on the 10-pound test. Smoke sex, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning stone pimp. Straight limping, booze farm drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain. Balloon filling, whack MC killing. The fine hoe drilling with the $1 million talent and the 10-cent brain.
Been gone too long, too much cocaine.
But now that I'm back on the block, I'm ready to rock left to right all night. My game's tight, I wish you might take a bite out of this here toxic, melodic, neurotic product, fresh from the heart.
I don't know if you and Monica are now working together to create this narrative of me being a Karen, because I don't even think. Sadly, I don't think that's what's going on. But I was accosted upon my arrival into the studio today by Monica that said, because I have 3 separate beverages, that makes me a Karen.
When you were walking up, she was about to say whatever she wanted to say. She goes, I'll just wait till he gets in here.
So she had it locked and loaded that this wasn't even about today. She's been thinking of this.
No, she saw you walking up with it. She goes, why is John... Never mind. I'll wait till he walks in here and.
Well, I like to have variety, and I've got my like vitamin mix in this bottle.
Yeah.
And then I've got today a hot coffee, and then I've got water. I don't think that makes it definitely doesn't make me a Karen. If she would have said you're like a basic white bitch, then maybe I would have accepted that. But this narrative of me just being a Karen in all elements of my life, I just can't stand with it.
You're not a Karen because you have 3 different drinks.
No,
I have the Gatorade, I have my water, and then I'm going to go get my coffee soon, so I'll have 3.
Yeah.
No, Karen when it comes to neighborhood watch.
And that's Carein.
Okay.
Karen. I be Karen. But for those reasons, we can at least have a conversation about what my Karen-like tendencies. The fact that I have 3 beverages, I don't believe helps. Or isn't feed into that narrative.
I do love one of the names of the ones that you have and what it claims to do.
Well, it's just it's a male. I was thinking that you were going to bring it up. So it's like a male vitamin powder, and it's called Big Balls, and it does a lot of different things for like men's health. It's got like moringa and some other vitamins in it. But in parentheses, at the bottom of the bottle that it comes in, it says men's health supplement. And then in parentheses, it says load booster.
Yeah.
That's
let's get these kids on the streets.
That's not, you're reading into it all wrong. Mm-hmm. I like I've taken other, men's health vitamin packs and things like that. So I'm always just looking for things to make me feel good as a man. And this just struck me because it's like a green powder. You just put it right into your drink. And maybe that'll be a side effect of it. But that's not necessarily the only thing I'm looking for. And it's very funny that this got brought up today because I got this thing probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I've been taking it every morning with my coffee. And then I think it was last night I got home and Danielle was like cleaning out the cabinet, and I have this little wicker basket that I keep all my vitamins in.
So you filled it up with your juices.
Well, she's like skimming through the vitamins, and she grabs this and she looks and she goes, load booster. And I was like, it's not what it is what it means, but I think it's more of just like a joke.
Have you tried to see
if I'm boosted?
Yeah, if you're boosted.
Hard to say. I can't speak for any tangible benefits as of now. I was up until I got this whatever the hell I got right now, I was feeling really, really, really good just overall. So I don't know if that, like I said, I think it's been 2 or 3 weeks I've been on it. So I don't know if it has anything to do with that. But as far as the boosting of the Lizode, I don't know if that's been a thing.
You ever shared some of those low booster pills?
No, it's not a pill. It's not a pill.
Oh, it's a powder.
It's a
Sorry,
powder.
yeah.
It's literally a green.
Does it taste
powder.
good though?
It's very gross. I have to say, from a functionality standpoint, it is not good because it doesn't like break down. I mean, you can see it's at the bottom of the bottle. It's like literally just like
thick.
It's just green
Yeah.
dust. Yeah, no, that's after it's thick.
Oh,
this,
okay.
this is something else. But yeah, it's not I wouldn't at this point recommend it to a friend at all at this exact moment. Dude, so I want to run something by you, and I've been thinking about it all morning, and I don't think I'm going to do it today, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah, brother.
It's WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, brother.
It is my favorite time of the year, and I don't know if you know this. So when I lived at the apartment complex right here in St. Pete, this was in my early days. This is right when we moved to St. Pete to, so I could be, a part of the station. And we lived right here by the station. And I remember one day I was going out to my car and I look over and I see this gigantic being of a man loading something into his vehicle. And I was kind of from a distance and I could just tell that he was somebody. So I kind of probably creeped on him for a minute, and it didn't take me long to realize that the man that was living in the apartment right by us is Drew McIntyre, who is currently
Mr. McIntyre,
who is currently one of the biggest stars.
You don't got to tell me
in the WWE,
the Scottish wrestler, of course. I know.
I don't know that you absolutely know, but you're doing pretty good so far. And so I won't say that we struck up a friendship. But I ended up talking to him. He was super nice. And at that point, he was wrestling for a group out of Orlando. He was wrestling for TNA Impact. And he was like, come on out, man, anytime. I'll bring you guys backstage, whatever you want. And, we had a good relationship. And that was now, I don't know, 9-10 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
So since then, might have been over Christmas time. I text him when I was filling in for the Mike Calta show. I said, dude, this is creepy as hell. But I don't know if that's what exactly I said. I said, you gave me your number all these years ago. I would love to have you on the show. And he was super nice.
Yeah.
He was super nice. He was like, oh, congratulations on your career, all of that. And said, I just can't do it. I can't do it in the next couple days. So I should have planned more, but I was thinking maybe tomorrow to start the show. And it could just go terribly. He'll probably just won't answer. But I was thinking I would just cold call him.
Oh, yeah?
Because I do have his cell phone. And
not prep him at all?
I feel like it's too late to prep him.
Well, do you think he would say no if you asked?
He's it's WrestleMania weekend, and we're essentially a day out.
Okay.
I mean, tomorrow is SmackDown, so we're like a day out. So I don't know. I don't know. I think there would just be something interesting about calling him and seeing if we could actually get him to answer the phone.
So are you worried that he's out of town and he just couldn't pop in, or he's so busy with all the things that he's
definitely
doing?
in Vegas. He's definitely in Vegas for WrestleMania. So I know he's not.
Yeah. Okay, well, the call makes more of a... Is he calling you right now?
No. I was thinking, how crazy would that be if he was like listening or something?
Yeah, he's like, hey, call me now, brother.
So tomorrow at 1 o'clock, it could just be a terrible fail, and he might not. It might just be a voicemail. But I'm going to cold call the Scottish psychopath, the one and only Drew McIntyre, because years and years ago when he was my neighbor, he gave me a cell phone. So don't miss that.
That's pretty dope.
You getting pumped for Mania, by the way?
I am ready. Got my Peacock all paid off. I am good to go. Why are you laughing?
Just the way you said that. I got my Peacock all paid off.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
That's not a way that people say that.
$12.99 is paid. I am ready. I'm locked in. I'm going to get my snacks. Why are you looking at me like I'm joking?
Because you're speaking in a way that makes me feel like you're patronizing me.
No, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, all right.
Which is, I think, more interesting because I have no dogs in this fight besides The Rock. If
the Rock,
anything,
and I will say, I saw it this morning that they noticed that The Rock got a little emoji added to his hashtag on X.
Oh.
So not that it was ever going to be a secret, or there was a chance he wasn't going to be a part of WrestleMania. But now he'll probably show up tomorrow on SmackDown because he has his own little emoji out there now.
I'm excited. I think I'm going to watch at least 2 hours of it. You said it's 2 days though, right?
Yes.
I can't do 2 days.
No. I would just bob and weave where you can.
Yeah.
You want to know what you should really find out? Well, I don't know. Do you like Travis Scott?
Yeah, he's not bad.
So Travis Scott was a part of this this whole thing when they with the John Cena heel turn.
He was literally punching.
And he smacked Cody Rhodes. So this just came across my X feed right now. Cody Rhodes was on, I guess, First Take this morning, and they asked him about Travis Scott slapping the hell out of him.
In Las Vegas, so I have to ask you about this, Cody. Were you surprised? Your face was on the mat, okay? You work in a very tough business. Your face was on the mat. Do we have footage of this? Travis Scott closed fist punches your face with your face on the mat. What did you say after that?
I had made the mistake of a lot of people texted me after concerned because my eardrum burst, and then the next day I had the full, Tommy Boy spot on my face. But I told everybody he didn't get me at all, and then I realized there was a nice fan cam shot of how difficult it is. Travis Scott, for as talented as he is, and he's an incredibly talented guy who I'd even bought his kicks. I got a pair for Liberty as well. Travis Scott kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. So, if he's coming to WrestleMania, which Triple H announced he was coming to WrestleMania, I'll be looking for what we call in the wrestling business a little bit of a receipt.
Yeah.
I mean,
I even know what receipts are.
The thing is that like wrestling, don't like wrestling, whatever, you can absolutely see in that clip that he just no fakeness to it, no pulling a punch. He just punched Cody Rhodes right in the side of the face to the point to where it popped his eardrum. He was black and blue, had a big black eye as well. So I have a feeling that what he just said there is true and that he is not happy. And then if he does get his hands on Travis Scott at WrestleMania, he's got a real one coming to him as well. So it's going to be exciting, man. I hope you people at least a little bit of it.
I would like to see Travis Scott get slammed or something.
So that would probably, if you're trying to figure out when and how that's going to happen, I would say probably Sunday night, late Sunday night for the John Cena Cody Rhodes title match is going to be your sweet spot.
So what would you say would be the prime events for me to tune into that you think I would like? Not that you think are the biggest, but that you like. This has
honestly,
Disney on
I
it.
really just think both main events. I think both main events because the first night you got Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk in a triple threat match, and then the second night you got John Cena versus Cody. So I mean that'll probably take up an hour plus of your time each time, and I would say those would be your two. Those would be your two things to seek out.
I'm going to get the girls ready. I'll
tell you.
Sit down and watch.
I'll make sure that you're prepped, and I tell you when you need to tune in.
I'm ready, bro. By the way, did you hear Monica call us dirty?
Dirty?
Yeah, well, mostly you.
What?
Not
What
you
did I do?
specifically, not John Cena.
Wrestling fans?
No, St. Pete people. Did you hear that?
What? Wait,
Yeah.
Wait.
You didn't hear that?
I don't know. I don't want a heel turn on Monica. But,
No.
But wait. She lives in town and country, doesn't she?
Carolwood.
Huh.
She did live in town and country. You are right on that.
She called St. Pete people dirty.
Pinellas people dirty.
Pinellas, the whole county?
She was like, because I asked her, I'm like, why wouldn't you move over here? Because her lease, I think, is like July or something like that, runs out. And I was like, why wouldn't you just come to St. Pete? You seem more like a St. Pete person, and like, the beach is here and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I gotta be honest, Pinellas people, it just screams dirty to me. I'm like, really?
Well, that is for somebody who does not like to generalize and doesn't like to throw people all into one big category, that is a great generalization. Because, I mean, there are absolutely parts of Hillsborough County that I would think are dirty, and I would absolutely admit to the fact that there are parts of Pinellas County that are dirty. But to say with all of the different areas of Pinellas, I mean, that means that's so vague and long-reaching. That means the people of the beach, Clearwater people, downtown Clearwater, St. Pete, and everything in between, all dirty in her mind, huh?
Apparently. I never knew that was like a thing people said.
I mean,
do they?
Where I come from, that's hate speech.
Damn, it's fighting words.
That is probably one of the least woke things Monica has ever said, by just generalizing an entire county of people as dirty. That's hurtful. We have I don't know if I'll call it a controversy in the office. I don't think it had enough time to become a controversy. And here's the thing. I'm not looking to point the finger. I'm not mad. I'm not frazzled. I'm not even riled up. But I love stuff when it happens in the office, and to think that something like this could happen and we wouldn't at least bring it up is crazy to think. So I'm going to tell you what happened in the office yesterday, but I'll take this call first. I feel like it's a wrestling call. Sending show, you're live on the air.
Yeah, is this Vroom Vroom Radio?
It is that we are known to be
Vroom Vroom, baby.
we are known to be Vroom Vroom. This week a little different. No Cup Series race, but we do have Xfinity and the Truck Series out at Rockingham.
Right now it's Hell Yeah Brother Radio.
Yeah, it's Hell Yeah Brother Radio. That's good.
Well, by golly, Miss Molly, I called it the right time then, because my brother told me this is the best damn radio station in Tampa Bay.
Well, your brother-in-law is right about that, and he is right that we have been known to chat a little NASCAR. So you're in the right place, my friend.
All right, brother. I just wanted to tell y'all are doing the best damn show you could possibly put on, and I appreciate it.
Whoa! Thank you,
bro.
thank you. That's high praise.
Hell yeah, brother.
Dude, when a man that speaks like that tells you something, you got to believe it. So if you listened to the whole show yesterday, you may remember just a small little moment in time where we referenced, or Dizzy referenced, a photo that was up.
Did we reference it?
Yeah, we talked about it on there because remember I said it looked like Big Pun.
You did. You
Yeah.
did.
So there was a photo up in and I'll just kind of paint the picture of the way the building is laid out if you haven't ever been here. So when you make a left out of into the front door, that's where the studios are, and it's all glass. So you have to have a card to swipe you into the studios, but the wall right there is all glass, and you can see back into some of the studios. And in one of those, right there in the hallway, somebody had put a picture of a gentleman up on the glass. So when you're walking down the hallway in the main thoroughfare, most people would notice the picture of a man.
If you didn't notice it then, for sure when you get out of the bathrooms, because that's how I noticed it. When you walk out, it's lined up. Yeah.
So it was so funny because Diz came in here and was like, "Hey, there's this weird picture of this guy here," and I think you even sent it to me. You sent me the picture. We made a little joke about it, and I was like, I don't know what that is. Didn't think too much about it. And then last night, I was just perusing the internet as I do, and what do you know? Something started clicking in my head, and I saw the photo. I saw the photo that I saw in the halls here today. I saw it online, and it turns out that the photo is of the Maryland man, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who was, according to many, illegitimately deported. And now there is this whole debate about whether he had ties to MS-13. He was not a citizen of the United States. He did have a child here, but he never married the mom. Some of the stuff coming out in the last couple of days, they had some domestic stuff. They're not bringing him back. He's not coming back. And I guess what we witnessed here in the halls of CMG was somebody making a bit of a political statement. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Very weird to me because it's like you don't take this office as something that people are like, oh, this is a great place to say what side I'm on any topic like that.
Yeah, it's and again, I'm not riled up about it. I'm not even really bothered by it. I just thought it was interesting. And the thing is that I think a lot of people pay attention to the news in certain different ways. I don't even know. Like, the thing about just the picture was I don't even think it really sent a message.
It didn't.
Because a lot of people probably walk by that picture and go, who's that guy?
That's exactly it. Because you think, oh, it's just, I guess, someone in the promo team or sales that I've never met. Yeah. And, like, what was the end game? Did they think, I'm going to put this up, and then the whole office can be buzzing with, like, hey, man, did you hear about this story?
Well, I mean, I may be pushing it in that direction. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what the thought process was. I think there's a handful of people who could have put it up. I will say this, and she called my whole county filthy, dirty people. When I mentioned it to a couple other people, the first guest was Monica. I as much as people feel like Monica just lives and dies by her politics, I knew automatically, and at least I thought automatically, that was not Monica.
Okay. Did you have a first thought of someone here in the office?
I did.
Are you going to say it on air?
I'll say it. I don't mind. And here's the thing. If you did it, okay.
It's not like we hate or love, by the way.
I'm not pointing somebody out and saying, like, I disagree with you. You suck. Why would you do that? I thought it was Ethan.
Oh, you thought it was Ethan. Okay,
I thought it was.
Oh, you did text me and say, I do remember that.
And that is for a couple reasons. I know very little, but just based on things I've seen on Facebook and stuff, I know he leans to the left. And I also know that he's works 10 feet away from the spot where the picture was posted.
Yeah.
So my thought was, based on who was closest to it, that very well might have been Ethan. And and the thing is too, I can't truly figure out, and I'm not looking to get in the weeds on the actual story, but like whether or not this guy should be back here. You know what I mean? Like, have you been following the story at all?
No. That's why I had no clue about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, essentially, this guy kind of got, caught up with a group of people that were very, very bad people. He was absolutely not on the level of them. And it may have, the actual act of it may have been accidental in a way. But per old reports from, I think, 2019, it was believed that he was connected to MS-13. And then, like I said, he was not actually a citizen because he had a baby with a woman that he never got married to. So he is by definition, I believe, an illegal immigrant. And now, I think Trump and everybody are trying to just throw everything bad about the guy out there to make people feel okay that he's not coming back, because I guess his wife had a restraining order, not his wife, the baby mama, had a restraining order against the guy who had roughed her up a couple times. So people on the left, mostly, of course, but I've heard some people on the right even say that they didn't get down with it, are very, very upset and think that the U.S. should go to El Salvador and retrieve this man and bring him back to his family, which they are absolutely not going to do.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're not. And it's gone through the Supreme Court, and I don't think it's happening at all. And they even had the president or the grand leader, whatever he calls himself, of El Salvador in the White House the other day, and he said, well, he's a terrorist. He said he's because he got that gang, because he has ties to MS-13, because of the stuff they pushed through, that's now considered a terrorist organization.
Oh, okay.
So because of that, and he was being half, I think, tongue-in-cheek, he said, you want me to smuggle a terrorist back into the United States of America?
Not happening, brother.
So I don't know. Pick your side. You might be right. You might be wrong. But it was an interesting move to see, now that I know what it was, that somebody put the dude's photo up in the hallways of CMG.
And you and me, and I imagine most of the people in the office are just assuming it must have been someone from the Eagle or the Dove because of where it's located.
Yeah.
When it very well could have been just anyone who has access back here.
That's true too.
Yeah.
There's a couple people. There's a couple people in the building that I could see doing it.
Yeah.
You want to know who another one is?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ice cream man. That's another one.
I hope it's him.
And these are
speculation.
These are thoughtless, just terrible, blind accusations.
Yeah.
I have no idea who's posting, political propaganda over around the office walls. I have no idea. And you know what? They have something that they believe in, so maybe that's a good thing. But it was.
What if it was Jason Meter and he turned heel on his party?
Yeah.
He's pulling a Cena.
Are you saying that you believe that Jason Meter is a Republican? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just.
Well, you said he turned heel on his party.
Yeah, isn't he Republican?
Our boss?
Yeah.
I have no idea of his political affiliation.
I thought he was Republican.
How did you know that? How would you know that?
Now I feel like I said too much,
Well,
John.
no, I'm just asking. I mean, if you told me, gun to my head, take a pick, maybe I'd say that. But I also did not know. You said it with such confidence that you were like armed with information.
No, I just assumed he was. I thought he did say that. I might be just talking out the side of my.
That would be crazy if he did at one of those town halls.
Yeah,
he's like, just like America, we're gonna make CMG great again, my people.
yeah,
that did not happen. By the way, that did not happen, as far as I've been told. So, needless to say, as we find, I don't think we're ever gonna know unless the person comes forward. I don't think that they're gonna.
I'm just gonna start asking people.
Yeah, well, and the thing is that I was chatting with JoJo about it just because, like I said, I don't think anybody knew who it was or what it was. So it was kind of a weird thing that all of these people were probably walking by it, not knowing that somebody was at least attempting to make some sort of statement on the walls of CMG.
To be honest, when I first passed it, and the only reason I took the picture because I thought it was Carlos who did phones that one day for us. I go, why is Carlos up here? And I took the photo and I sent it to you, and I thought, this is probably just someone else that works here. Never knew it was this deep. And again, it's such a weird statement to make at the office. Yeah. I'm going to hang this photo and then people are going to be talking.
Yeah, especially it's just, it is. And again, I'm trying to, beat around the bush a little bit, but
breaking news. Breaking news.
Do you know who it is?
I know who it is.
Have I guessed them already? It's a he?
You haven't guessed it on air.
Oh, I haven't. Oh yeah. Oh, it is. Is he texting you?
Well, I text him and it said, "Did you hang the photo?" LOL, yes.
Did he respond back?
Yeah, he said LOL, yes. You think I should tell him to call in? See what he says?
I'm just.
You worried that's going to go a certain...
Well, the thing is, that's the thing is that I'm not trying to have a, well.
I'm just kind of interested.
We've come this far.
Yeah. I'm just kind of interested. Like, I'm not here to be like, oh, that's crazy. Like, I just want to know what the reasoning was. Did he just want to, like, stir the pot? Is he standing firm on something? He believes in this? I don't know. I just thought,
The problem is if he calls in, then I'm going to have to feel like I'm going to have to debate him on it. And I'm not feeling like I love Fisher.
No, I didn't say his name.
Sorry, you didn't know. Sorry.
Yeah, I do love him too.
I do love Fisher. And again, that was an early guess. And again, I'm not trying to debate the guy on anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we figured that out.
Wow. And he just hit you with an LOL.
He put LOL, yes.
He should have put up like a statement with it.
Yeah.
Like he should have put up like "free my boy" or something like bring my boy back or whatever it is.
He's gonna come tomorrow in an airbrush shirt that says "free" whatever this guy is.
He should have just put like the MS-13 like emblem up on the.
What if Fisher's MS-13?
Maybe that's what it is.
He's tatted up on the neck tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe we just didn't know that. And Fish is MS-13. That's probably what it is. I didn't think of that. Sending show. What's up? Hello, 727, one of the dirty ones over here, Pinellas County. You got a dirty zip code.
Good talk,
It's
Fish.
area code.
Good talk, Fish.
It sounds like nothing was even there. Setting show, you're on the air.
Dude, not only do you need to debate him, John, but you need to get the security footage and put it on Bone TV of him hanging the pictures.
Yeah, it's you may not be right because I mean I know how I feel in my gut and I'm just a very probably too simple of a man. Like I'm not going to fight for a guy who probably wasn't the best of guys. You know what I mean? Like as far as the things that I feel passionate about to post pictures of something around the office and I'm sure Fisher would say that doesn't even matter.
No.
It doesn't matter that he was a bad guy. It doesn't matter that he may or may not have roughed up his wife repeatedly. He still deserves to be in this country.
We still shrill for him, dog.
Yeah, we shrill for, let me get his name right, Kilmar Abrego Garcia. If his because his family wants him back, but like, what if his family just went and lived with him now? I mean, I hear El Salvador is beautiful this time.
It is a beautiful place.
Yeah, and I heard the crime rate is down. So I mean, it's an option.
Yeah,
if they all want to be, it's really testing the loyalty of his wife that he beat up. To be honest with you, find out how bad you really want to be with him. If you love him that much, go live with him. She's like, we love him so much, we miss him so much, just not enough to go to where he is right now.
Yeah,
which is fine. Don't go anywhere. We come back. We have a list. I know it's been discussed today a little bit, but I want to dig into it. Did you is this possibility? This is him.
It's Kilmar.
Kilmar.
Hola, is this you?
Setting show.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you guys doing?
We're doing good. Good. I thought maybe you were Fisher. Who's this?
This is Paul. How you doing?
What's up, Paul?
So I'm born and raised in St. Pete. Love my town. I like Monica, but when she said that this morning, kind of bummed me out because St. Pete is like the bomb.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just,
it's what they say. They say that people say things like that out of ignorance and sometimes even fear. So maybe she just doesn't know enough about the fine folks of Pinellas County and St. Pete, and that hate driven comment that she made. She probably just doesn't have enough information because I really can't even understand how you would get to that final conclusion that Pinellas County as a whole is dirty.
It's a bummer, man. I love her, but I couldn't believe it. I'm baffled.
And you probably are
a
voice.
I love you guys.
Yeah. You're the voice of a lot of men out there and women who probably aren't mad, just sad.
Yeah.
Just sad that their beloved Monica spoke so terribly about this county that we work in, some of us live in, has endless amounts of beauty. And to think that she called us all dirty people, is that what it was?
Dirty effers. No,
dirty.
She said it was. She said I kind of consider it a dirty place.
Pinellas County as the whole.
I was surprised too because I thought Tim's not that great sometimes.
What the hell? Sending show.
Hey, yeah, I was just to refer to Monica's comment today.
Yeah, how does it make you feel as a 727, as a dirty one, as we call you?
Well, she didn't say that. She said the place felt dirty.
The place, like what? Like the place meaning the whole county?
The whole county said Pinellas County felt kind of dirty to her, like it's old.
Well, that's not right. I mean, are you just going to stand by as a man with a 727 area code and let that happen?
I shouldn't. No, it's a great place. I live right at the beach.
Thank you. You're absolutely. We need to stand together as the dirty ones and speak up for our county when people like Monica come for us.
Yeah.
100%, man. You had a great show, brother.
Thank you.
I'm going to hang a picture of our county up here in the office.
I think I got to call her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The more that this goes on, I just feel like she must have meant something other than what she meant. So stand by. Hold on. I don't think she's going to answer. I'm also going to ask her how she feels about MS-13.
Oh. Here we go. Will she pick up? I think so, because I think she probably listened to some of this on the way home. Back to her clean city.
The people we love
her
the
clean
most.
county.
Yeah, she's like, I got to get out of this.
Hello?
Hello, Monica. How are you?
I think this is the boat number I saw. I'm like, am I answering this? Hey, John, what's up?
This is the bow number. You know, I thought that you calling me a Karen or a basic bitch was going to be the most hurtful thing that you said or did all day. And then I'm now getting secondhand reports about your feelings regarding Pinellas County. Is it or is it not true that you said today on one of the most powerful radio stations in the state of Florida that you believe Pinellas County is a dirty place?
Okay, hold on. That is not a direct quote by any means. I did say, Gareth asked me, because my lease is coming up, why didn't I just move to Pinellas? And I told him that makes sense. I'm always here, love the beaches, whatever. And I said, I feel really bad saying this, but I feel like it's dirty. And then I said, because the places I would want to move, which would be on the beach or beach adjacent, are just really, really old. And then I said, I live in Carrollwood Citrus Park, which is all very, very new. And then I specifically said, because I knew I was going to get crap.
Yeah, you are. I mean, the phone lines have just been blowing up with 727 numbers. 727 people that are very. And the thing is, Monica, is from what I've gathered so far, people aren't even mad. It's mostly just people are sad that somebody they love so much from the radio has categorized our beautiful county, in which I live in, and many people do, as a dirty, smelly, gross place. From what I've heard.
I've never seen now. Now it's exact. Listen, I said specifically after all of that I feel bad because I really like the people. I feel like I am the people that live there. I feel like I would fit right in. I like that. It's just the beaches are, and let's face back, and JP and everybody seem to agree that the beach area, that's old property.
There's so much. You say, like, when you say Pinellas County, I'm just curious, there are so many beaches. Like just to say that all of the beaches in Pinellas County feel old. Like, I feel like you're not giving each individual beach area, its own cred, you know?
Yeah, and that's fair. You're right, because Clearwater is absolutely gorgeous. And honestly, all the beaches are gorgeous. It's the properties that I would consider living in, which was what started the whole conversation, that I personally feel, and I always do St. Pete Beach. I very rarely do Clearwater. And all of those properties that I've looked at and kind of thought about for a second, they're all just very, very old. And it's not me. That's all I'm saying. I don't care what y'all do.
So what y'all do, look at it, it just hurts so much. It just hurts. It hurts. So going back to the dirty comment, what would you say about certain parts of Pinellas County that you feel makes it dirty?
I think I put together old and dirty because it's not like new and clean. Wow. So there's just older parts that I just prefer not to live in. And John, I love you. I do not want to hurt your feelings. Well, I'm not calling you dirty.
I feel dirty.
Monica, is it true that you said you had to hop in the shower immediately when you get home to wash the Pinellas filth off of you?
The Pinellas stank. I gotta get that Pinellas.
After work. I call it the pank.
Hey, the Pinellas stank. Get it off me. All right. Well, I would like to possibly get a formal debate on the schedule where you and I can debate the finer points, Pinellas County versus Hillsborough County, because I feel very confident in this county, in this city, that I could bring points forth that would make you believe that Hillsborough County is in fact dirtier than Pinellas.
Town hall style. Let's
town hall.
Set it up, John Sanning.
Real quick, while we have you here, and I'm not looking for an in-depth conversation at all, What are your thoughts on the guy who may or may not have been MS-13 that was deported and we're not bringing him back? Do you want to bring him back?
What a loaded question to not have a combo about.
Well, the thing is so I don't know if you know, somebody posted this gentleman's picture in the hallways in CMG. A lot of people initially thought it was you. Sorry, and it wasn't. It wasn't you, turns out.
No.
But do you want Kilmar Abrego Garcia to be brought back to the United States of America?
At the risk of getting even more hate than I already have about the 727 stank, is yes, but only because I know all of the facts. This man is not and never has been a part of MS-13. He escaped El Salvador to try. They were trying to get him, he didn't want any part of MS-13. So he came here. He had a specific law, and I'm not trying to get all whatever, but the facts are that he had immunity. He was granted the immunity to never get deported, and now he is. So that's the law is on his side. It has nothing to do with my feelings or anybody's feelings. The fact that he had specific immunity because of what happened to him in El Salvador, he was never supposed to be deported, and he ended up becoming a legal citizen, getting his, working, and he's eventually was. He did come here legally, granted.
Well, they gave him they gave him like essentially a green card, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
so he wasn't illegal. He wasn't a part of MS-13. There's a lot of misinformation out there.
Do you think, because now, and again, I know there is an element of them wanting to pile on this guy to make sure that everybody's on board with him not coming back. They're now talking about his potential arrest record, and that his girlfriend supposedly had a restraining order against him at some point. Does that change anything for you, or is that a non-issue?
I have looked in depth, and I haven't seen that. I'm not saying you're lying or that it's not true. I don't know if that's part of misinformation or not. But I will say, if I'm just assuming that's true, that I still know, and it's wrong and bad and not good, and that is not a good situation. I don't condone that at all. However, we're not talking about his domestic life between him and his wife. We're talking about whether he was illegally deported based on that law that had him immunity, and for that reason only. I think he should come back.
All right. Well, I respect your opinion. And I trust me, I respect that opinion way more than I respect your opinions on Pinellas County and how filthy, dirty, smelly, stinky, rank we are over here.
Can I put this in perspective? I don't want to say upset. I'm more weirded out by all of your cups and glasses and drinks than I am Pinellas County being dirty.
All right. Fair enough. Thank you for answering the phone. You're the best. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye. Well, she was loaded with facts at least. So, all right. Free the guy. Bring him back. Let's get this guy back in here.
Yeah,
we've got to get him. We've got to get him back in America immediately. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we've got that thing. We're going to dig into the most influential people. Did you study this? Did you look at it at all? Because it's kind of weird the way that it's broken down, right?
Yes, agreed. There's some things where I'm like, I don't know if that person's an icon. It's a lot.
Yeah, so we'll break through it. We will pick through those we find to be actual, influential people in our society in just a few minutes with more Setting Show. Are you frustrated with your current provider? Well, it's time to make that switch to Hawkins Service Co. It's going to be simple and stress-free with over 30 years of trusted service. Hawkins offers expert HVAC and pool repair services. One call really does handle it all. I've had these guys out to my home. The work is immaculate. It's like nobody was ever there. They've got the technicians that have gotten rigorously background checked to give you peace of mind. They handle HVAC, plumbing, electric, and pool repairs. Right now, the time to think about the pool and the AC before it gets to be 175 degrees. For $49 spring tune-up on the AC, also $1,500 off any complete AC system. And for the pool, they've got $250 off variable speed pumps and $250 off pool automation systems. Give them a call today. Book an appointment, 813-445-8209. Or check them out online at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection, one that helps better their everyday through the things they value most: friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Storm season is approaching. Make sure that the roof above your family's head is safe, sound, and secure by going to universalroof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting. They are veteran-owned, and they've been in business for 32 years. Get a free roof inspection and monthly payments as low as $115 if you need roof replacement or repairs. universalroof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting. That's universalroof.com.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
This is a cat named Mo, and All-American Gunslingers, Newport Richie's #1 gun range, wants you to know that education is the key to safety, and shooting is a diminishing skill, so classes and training are crucial. All-American Gunslingers has training from holster draw to pistol intro and rifle and skill drills. And don't forget, League Night is a friendly competition with new and advanced shooters every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30, with prizes awarded weekly. All-American Gunslingers, your rights right down the street from the Gulf of America, your safety, your freedom.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing. Made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories. All without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew. 30 seconds. That's it. Done. Peace.
O'Reilly. Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Tampa on North Nebraska Avenue next to TGT Poker and Racebook now through April 29th for the grand opening sale. Get 2 times O-Rewards points on all Armor All wipes. Plus receive 2 times points on Valvoline FlexFill Gear Oil, which means you can reach your next $5 reward twice as fast. Right now at your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or call 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Tell them Mike Caldesea.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Prestige Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prestige Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prestige Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 813-499-2888. 813-499-2888 to restore your sex life in just one visit. Call now. 813-499-2888.
This fall,
The police coming straight from the underground.
Ice Cube is bringing truth to power.
Am I ever? Then a natural born killer.
You know how we do. Featuring 4 decades of attitude, a musical production like he's never done before. Taking the stage at Amalie Arena, September 11th. Ice Cube, Truth to Power Tour. 4 decades of attitude.
Straight out of Compton. It's a crazy brother named Ice Cube.
On sale Friday, 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Let's play a fun game and see if you can guess who these songs' entrance music belong to.
Okay. This is the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman.
Dude, I can't tell you how much I love that you mentioned Steve Blackman.
Yo.
Dude, what a beast he was.
Just doing the nunchucks.
Hyper underrated, dude. No, sorry.
Jeff Hardy. It's Jeff Hardy, right?
No, this is the American Nightmare himself, Cody Rhodes.
Oh. The biggest thing in wrestling right now? My
kind
bad.
of. No, it's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
This is going to come on during the weekend. I'm going to go, oh, Steve Blackman's about to fight.
You're gonna know it. Dude, I saw something today. This is not to sidetrack us too much. We're going to get to the most influential people, but I saw this right when I was getting ready to come in here, and I had to play it only because I don't even know what to say about it because it doesn't offend me. I'm not like, oh, double standard. But you know Bonnie Blue, right? She's the one of the gotta be in the last 10 to 20 years probably the most famous person who got famous just from like having sex. I mean, she's having sex with tons of dudes, but also like that's what she does is she's having sex.
She made the people list too.
So imagine
innovators
number one in our hearts.
Yeah.
And this, so she's in an airport, and I just wanted to hold on. Let me find out. Do you know how old this lady is off the top of your head?
If I had to guess, I would say late 20s.
Oh, really? I thought maybe she's a little older than that. Oh, she's 25 years old. So maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it was.
Okay.
But I'm gonna still play you the audio. This is, and you tell me.
Oh, I think I know what this
I want
audio
you to just envision this was a 25-year-old man saying this.
Okay.
Or God forbid, a little bit older man.
So today, I'm at the airport because I'm heading to find the most barely legal 18-year-old. Ideally someone that is just past midnight on their birthday. Okay, so today, I'm at the airport because I'm heading to find the most barely legal 18-year-old. Ideally someone that is just past midnight on their birthday. Okay,
If it was a 25-year-old man and he's like, I'm in the air, so I'm going to reenact it as a 25-year-old dude. Dude, I'm in the airport. And I'm looking for the most barely legal 18-year-old I can find.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
It was hard to hear.
I want to find someone, preferably, that it's just past midnight and they just turned 18. It would definitely hit a little differently.
Yes,
at the very least. And again, I'm not saying this 18-year-old boy, when she finds him, is going to be a victim. It's just something hits extremely different from an attractive blonde porn star saying that to pretty much any other man in existence.
Yeah,
if a man were, which that's kind of, there's an element of that we see played out with the teachers. Like that just doesn't feel the same. And I think it is just an embedded double standard that we're probably never going to get over. We actually do have in the joints today, it's been a minute, we have a creepy male teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, finally a little bit of equity around here.
Yeah.
So
one for the boys.
Yeah. This guy was super creepy. All right. Taking a look at the Time Magazine 100 most influential people of 2025. These feel totally, I don't get them. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I do not understand. And I don't know if they're meant to be in any, if they're meant to be in any form of order, but let's just say that they're mildly in order. It feels kind of like this would have been a list from like 2021, 2020. Like it just feels like there are faces on here that I don't know what they've been doing through 2024 to 2025 that makes them the most influential people. And it's broken down by artists, icons, leaders, titans, pioneers, and innovators.
Which means nothing.
Which really doesn't, yeah.
Because they're all over the place.
Yeah. So the artist, Ed Sheeran, one of the most influential people.
Of last year?
of at least within the year, I would imagine.
No.
And I feel the same way. Great artist, great, like sells a lot of tickets and everything. When you talk about being influential, I do not personally see that.
No.
Scarlett Scarlett Johansson.
No.
This guy, no disrespect, and if somebody wants to shrill for this guy, please do. Daniel Day Kim. Do you even know who this person is without looking him up?
I only know him from one role that he's played in, and that was in 2004, and that's Lost.
Oh, he was in Lost?
He was the guy who was like, I speak no English.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
I'm on the island speaking no English.
Yeah. I don't remember that guy. I only watched one episode, but a beloved star of shows such as The Good Doctor, Hawaii Five-0, and Lost. Kim is also a successful producer and director and a devoted husband and father, and was named one of People's sexiest men alive.
What?
Twice.
He was named. He didn't win it.
He didn't win it, but
Okay.
he was in the running.
He was in the running. Okay, that's
Yeah, I mean, he's a handsome. I guess he's a handsome.
cool, I guess.
He's a handsome man. Who else is on this? Kristen Bell. I love her.
From, like, The Good Place.
Yeah,
right?
love her a lot. But I don't know.
Last year,
what it does seem like these people. Correct me if you think I'm wrong. These people have all been nominated by somebody else famous.
Yes. So I looked it up in the break, and it says basically the alumni get to nominate.
To nominate who?
And then the editors pick who they think.
So
it's like just your friends vote you, and they're like, sure, whatever.
Yeah, to me, influential is a term that is meaningful. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like if you're influential, you're influencing culture, you're influencing your peers, your art, every element of it. So by the way, Ed Sheeran was nominated by Chris Hemsworth,
which I wouldn't have ever known they were like cool like that.
Scarlett Johansson was nominated by Chris Evans.
Okay, Captain America.
Daniel Day Kim with that Lost tie-in was nominated by J.J. Abrams.
Makes sense. Okay.
And then Kristen Bell was nominated by Ted Danson.
Oh, I thought Zach Braff.
Yeah, the Ted Danson, who's the guy that she was in he was in the Good Place.
Good Place,
right?
yeah. And then the other two, which I'm sure you're gonna get to, it's all Parks and Rec people. And stuff.
That was the other thing too. Adam Scott, love him. A lot of people know him from a handful of things. He was in. Actually, okay, I'll give him that because of Severance.
Yes, okay. So we're getting to one of the people I think. Okay, I get it. Yeah,
That show was undeniably probably one of the top 3 biggest shows of the last year. So we can give him that one. Rashida Jones.
Yeah, I just know that she was in Parks and Rec, and she's daughter to what's his face? Trying to blank on his name now. The guy who made like Fresh Prince and all that a thing.
What? Quincy Jones?
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones. That's his daughter?
Yeah. You never know.
Who would have known? I'm looking to see what it says she did like in the last year. You know, she's in one of the new episodes of Black Mirror. Rashida Jones, yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I'm telling you, this new season of Black Mirror, they have found a way to like tap into your soul. So we've now watched 3 episodes.
Oh, wow.
And dude, they are the one that we watched last night. And I think it's kind of the point of what they're trying to do. And I don't know this for a fact, but they're trying to like take potential futuristic technological advances and tie them into stories that are like deeply emotional. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
I think sometimes when you deal in any sort of entertainment that is in the future or dealing with things that are not real, like it's kind of devoid of real emotion in a way. And dude, the 3 that we've watched
in order?
Oh no, we watched one out of order.
Okay.
Well, actually, yes, we're watching them out of order.
Okay.
We did watch, I think, the first episode, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's the one with her in it. And I'll give you just a short little sneak peek at it. She has like a brain aneurysm or something, and her brain is pretty much like wiped out. She's like brain dead from whatever happens
She's like
to
a
her.
vegetable?
Pretty
type
much.
thing? Okay.
Pretty much. So they offer this new program where it pretty much, they put a chip into your brain and it's able to like pick up on all the things that your brain ever held, but then it like connects to the cloud, and it like your essentially brain is feeding off of some sort of service. Like think of it like Wi-Fi or something like that.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, she comes back to life and everything's great, but then the company that has put this thing in her head, they're constantly like making these people upgrade the service to be able to just live their normal lives.
Damn,
and
smart.
It becomes this totally heartbreaking just cycle of these people who don't have a lot of money trying to keep this woman's brain going.
That sounds awesome.
It's pretty damn cool.
For an episode.
The one thing, and this may be too much of a spoiler, but I'm going to tell you anyways. The one thing that's crazy is that when they start not having enough money to pay for like the upper tiers, she starts running ads. So she'll just be like going about her day and like things.
Why spit when you can swallow?
Exactly, like
Yeah.
things that she'll just like see in her life. She'll just start like running an ad for. So it's the new season is great. There's an episode with Paul Giamatti, who's a goat, and some of these just feel like they should have been from a few years ago. The chick Nicole
Scherzinger?
whatever. Oh. Say that
Hard
again?
R. Scherzinger.
Yeah, nope. I don't think that's how you say it.
Shrez.
Yeah, that is, dude. I know you can say it, dog, but that's not even close to how you say it. I don't think
Scherzinger.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
Well, let's just say that's
Added
not what you
another
said.
N? Right.
No. You for what you did was you took the N, you put it in front of the I, and that added an extra G.
Yeah, Scherzinger.
Yeah,
like Arnold.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said the first two times.
Okay.
We're gonna have to get that tape. Actually, we're gonna need to get that as a drop. I'll be like, my
Scherzinger. That's not her name.
I've never heard it said that way, but you do, man. You do you. Kristen Wiig, also, who I thought was from the past. Somebody who was, I guess, big on
who?
Saturday Night Live. Kristen Wiig.
Okay, yeah.
Great in MacGruber. If you've never seen MacGruber, a classic.
Bridesmaids. Okay.
That. A lot of names I don't recognize. Now I know that I'm not, as cultured as some might be, but a lot of these names, and when it comes to leaders, obviously you got Donnie T up there. It's pretty much just all the leaders from around the globe. JD Vance is on there. Megyn Kelly is on there. RFK Jr. Duma Boko. You know him?
No.
Duma Boko.
Duma
Boko.
Duma Boko. Duma Butthole.
Yeah. Few predicted the seismic election update that made Duma Boko. Guess where he's the president of? I'll give you three guesses. He's the president of
Duma Boko.
Duma Boko. Yeah.
Niger.
No. Duma Boko.
It sounds Asian.
I'm saying it Asian, but it's not meant to be. How about this?
Senegal.
Duma Boko.
You think because you say it slower?
I'm trying to weed out the Asian dialect that's seeped through. Duma Boko.
That is definitely from Kenya.
I think maybe you're getting closer, but no, that is he is the president of Botswana.
Oh, that's still a country. Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. If they
Give
say
anyone
so,
a country. Yeah.
it is. Let me see who else is worth mentioning here from the list before we go to break, real quick.
The icons. Isn't Snoop on there?
Icons. We got Demi Moore. I'll take it. I believe it.
Yeah, she had a great run with that movie.
And she's been an icon forever, kind of. She might just finally be getting her cred.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Won a Super Bowl.
He's winning
Okay.
Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Adrian Brody, I guess.
Who the hell nominated him?
He was nominated by Ryan Johnson.
Who's that?
You don't know Ryan Johnson?
Do I? Do you?
No.
Oh.
Then some other people that I'm not totally familiar with. Yoshiki. You know Yoshiki,
Oh,
right?
Yoshiki makes sense.
Yeah, Yoshiki is an absolute force, an artist who's brilliant. This is just off the top of the head.
Nicole Scherzinger actually nominated. That's the true. Look it up. She nominated.
I'm not shaking my head because you said she nominated her. I'm shaking my head at the way that you're saying this woman's name.
Oh.
Say it one more time.
Nicole Scherzinger. It's not supposed to be a hard R.
Dude, that's not even her name. But clearly Yoshiki, an absolute force, an artist whose brilliance, and this is, again, off the top of my head, whose brilliance has transcended borders and genres throughout his 40-plus year career. Yoshiki appears to be playing the piano. So that's what that's all about.
She's Venus.
Yeah, so, I think that's kind of the Cliff Notes. What is a Titan? Like, what would
someone just owns whatever they're in, right?
Blake Lively? Blake Lively on this year of all years gets voted to be a Titan.
Wouldn't it be so funny if like Justin Baldwin
He was the guy who nominated her?
He's like, it was a long time ago. It was last year. We were cool.
Serena Williams,
possibly effing.
I would say she's a Titan. Something about these just feel like they're late. Like if you would have legitimately given me this list in 2021, it feels like it would have been more prudent for modern day. Lorne Michaels, yes, SNL man, he's a Titan, I'd say.
I think we should in the break each pick one person we would nominate
Okay,
these
that's a
categories.
fun. Yeah,
Because like for artists, I would say like Shane Gillis.
Oh, see,
He had a great year,
dude. That's a
yeah.
Like that's a perfect example of somebody who in real time is actually doing very, very big things. So I'll come up with one or two, and we'll do that on the other side of the break. I have it's a bizarre scenario that I hope you never find yourself in, but I'm going to tell you how to get out of it if you ever have. Or if you ever do, I should say. And then also, I kept it cooking because we never got to it yesterday. If you've ever had to disown your parent, I want to hear about it. You can get some tickets for your trauma coming up next on Setting Show. Whose theme music is this?
Mark Henry.
That's racist. No.
It's not a black person?
Nope.
Oh, Johnson.
The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, taking on Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
I'll watch that.
This Saturday, circle it on your little calendar, and I hope all of my dirty, dirty little friends and family come out right here on the dirty side of the bridge in St. Pete. We are going to be cooking it up with Dr. Barbecue at Wild Fork, 4th Street North. It's going to be a hell of a time. We'll be out there starting at 11 a.m. It's a perfect reason to come out and stock up for Easter. You want to get a rack of lamb, a prime rib. I got a sexy idea for your Easter. A venison tenderloin. You could do that and really impress everybody at the Easter table. Maybe you want to get some appetizers and some party food for a WrestleMania party. You can do that as well. We'll have Setting Show stickers. I think Dizzy's going to roll through as well. It all starts at 11 a.m. this Saturday. Wild Fork, St. Pete, 4th Street North. They got locations in Citrus Park and South Tampa as well. Check them out online at wildforkfoods.com.
We some southern boys with the promise strength. Ain't nobody man enough to feel the pain. And you can be next. You better give respect.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. Barbecue Love Fest is back.
Woo! I smell barbecue.
It's the celebration of all things barbecue, good times, and cooking for a cure. Barbecue Love Fest, May 3rd from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa. Get samples of the best barbecue from over 20 cooking teams, over 7 renowned pitmasters from across the country, and live music. Eat barbecue, vote on the best cook team, and watch live music outside at the nicest time of the year. What's better than that? Join the Bone Saturday, May 3rd. And it's the day of the Derby. There'll be coverage of the Kentucky Derby all day. Hey, you can even wear a big dumb hat. Proceeds benefit Friedrich's Ataxia Research Alliance. Get your tickets early right now at theboneonline.com. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.50% APR 6.56% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Rate lock renews automatically to current rate after 60 days or any time upon request. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect moment to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? That time is now. For a limited time only, Ford Motor Company is offering employee pricing for all across a full line of trucks and SUVs. Now, what does that mean for you, you might ask? That means you're going to pay exactly what a Ford employee pays. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. Go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that brand new, big, beautiful showroom you've got to see to believe right on US 19 in Clearwater. You can even check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America. Make sure you let them know
that John Senning sent you.
If you or someone you know suffered any injuries involving a deployed airbag, you could be entitled to compensation. Morgan & Morgan has already recovered millions. Get America's largest injury law firm fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Avoid the stress of preparing to sell your home with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You can skip the hassle of spring cleaning and sell your home fast and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and don't worry about showings, open houses, or costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market. You'll receive an all-cash offer and close within days. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, you can trust Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home fast with their guaranteed cash offer. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I got to fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TRAFFIC25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TRAFFIC25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TRAFFIC25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code TRAFFIC25.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Integrity, respect, results. Farrah and Farrah, expect more. Tampa.
Hockey, beer, Bolts. Tampa Bay's favorite hat trick is back. The Lightning and Creative Loafing present Bolts Brewfest, presented by Publix, Friday, August 1st at Amalie Arena. Sample hundreds of local and international beers, games, and more. Don't wait. Get your early bird tickets today at boltsbrewfest.com.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
This little piggy wasn't affected by the market. This little piggy had protection.
protected funds. This little piggy locked in college costs. This little piggy had a 1-year plan, and all the little piggies went wee to college land.
Before you know it, those tiny feet will be off to college. Save the smartest way with a Florida 529 prepaid plan. Unlike a regular savings account, the funds are dedicated and guaranteed to cover tuition costs. So when they're ready to go, you are too. Prepaid plans start at $29 a month. Open enrollment ends April 30th.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing. Made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories. All without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew. 30 seconds. That's it. Done. Peace.
Avoid the stress of preparing to sell your home with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You can skip the hassle of spring cleaning and sell your home fast for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and don't worry about showings, open houses, costly repairs. You don't have to do them. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close within days. One of their satisfied clients, Tracy, said, quote, "The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate was fantastic. It could not have gone any better, and we received an offer higher than we were expecting. I wholeheartedly recommend Mark Spain Real Estate," end quote. With over 12,500 five-star reviews just like Tracy's, you could trust Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home fast with their guaranteed cash offer. Mark Spain Real Estate has been serving families for nearly 30 years and has helped over 67,500 satisfied clients. So spring into action and sell your home with confidence. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at amazonbusiness.com.
I love this song. I love nachos.
Loving everything? You might be buzzed.
You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzz warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. I mean, mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
I got this one. Y2J, baby.
I figured you would from your heyday.
This is my era.
This is up there. It got to be in the top 5 best entrance songs ever.
If you grew up in this area and you didn't put your friend in the walls of Jericho, were you really even friends?
So sadly, there's something terrible unfolding. I don't have all of the details, nor does anybody at all, and I've kind of been waiting and watching to hope that we got more information. I was talking to Diz during the break, and I'll tell you, one of the most just unfortunate elements of social media is when things like this happen, and I'm speaking in regards to the active shooter situation that's currently happening at Florida State University. I don't even think you can verify what's real and what's not at this exact moment, but the amount of videos that seem to show just you don't need too much of an imagination to think of what the images look like on social media. Like, that's just so unfortunate. And all I can think of is some of these pictures, if they are real, of, God forbid, a mother looking for information about their kids at FSU fires up X, and the first thing they see is some of these pictures and images that are just horrific at the moment. Their update just came down. Officials have one person in custody in connection to the FSU shooting. That coming from a spokesperson with the Tallahassee Police Department confirmed to NBC News. Multiple patients have been hospitalized after an active shooter was reported at Florida State University campus in Tallahassee. The school sent an alert urging students to seek shelter as the shooter was reported in the area of the student union. The FBI is on the scene. The staff at the Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare is receiving and caring for patients from the reported shooting. Again, it's tough to figure out what is real and what it's not in the way of the videos that are being posted. There are pictures that seemingly show a guy just roaming around the campus with a long gun shooting people. I do have something from the local news that was an interview with somebody from the scene that would maybe give a little more information about what might be unfolding.
Which is where he walked out. He came out.
The shooter?
Yeah, he came out this door right here, and then he saw the maintenance guy who was waving everybody, and I guess heard him probably, and turned and shot that way towards like our direction, towards him. There's a golf cart over here with a bullet hole in it.
Yeah, we got a picture of
that blocked it. So that was meant for him. And then after that, he turned this way and started shooting out on the green. He didn't shoot many shots when he came outside. It was only like 4 or 5 shots, but he shot like 2 at our direction, and then he shot like 2 this direction, and that's the girl that got shot in the butt over here that was laying down for a while. They stretchered her off. She looked like she was alive, but I'm not sure. I hope that she is. But then he went back inside. I should have probably hid. I pulled out my phone and started videoing everything and came back out. I heard...
So this is the guy who probably took the video that I'm speaking about that's so...
There was a shotgun that never fired that they saw, so they had me in the bushes for a shotgun for a while.
Did he say they had him?
Yeah, I don't know who they are, but he did say that.
And who's they? Have you, who?
The cops. The cops showed up very fast, like almost instantly. Tons.
Like, get to work, buddy. Find the murder weapon.
I mean, there were probably 20 cops within 5 minutes, just right there. But then, as well as the 100 that were out here.
Yeah.
But
did you see many multiple shooters?
I didn't see multiple. There was only the one that was in here. But what I've heard is that they had one at each entrance. So I think that this was the guy on this.
Again, that has not been verified, and that's the type of stuff. It's so wild because there's such and social media makes it so much tougher. Like, I think that during the day of when the Fox News kind of infotainment world was coming about, I think it was tough even then because people were more interested in being first rather than being right. But now when you've got so many people on the ground and just connected to what's going on, they put information out there and don't know whether it is true or not. There's not any official word on there being multiple shooters. I'm trying to update the story here to see if President Donald Trump confirmed to reporters in the Oval Office that he was aware of the active shooter situation. Hold on, I might have audio of the president speaking. Stand by.
From the White House press secretary just a short time ago that President Trump has been briefed on the shooting on the campus of Florida State University. And in fact, we just heard from him. He's in the Oval Office with Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. Let's listen to that again just moments ago.
Briefed on the Florida State University, Tallahassee active shooting. I guess it's an active shooter. Fully briefed as to where we are right now. It's a shame. Horrible thing. Horrible that things like this take place.
Yeah, I know there are, parents that I'm sure have kids up there and every
I text Mo immediately when I found out.
Yeah, so, anything that is breaking or an update on it throughout the day, we'll bring it to you here on The Bone. It's just, we sound like broken records every time something like this happens. It's terrible. I mean, there's just, we'll go through the cycle and everybody knows what that's like, but it's just terrible. It's just horrific. We live in a country where this is normal or a thing that happens somewhat regularly. So.
Yeah, it's insane to me. Back in the day when there was Columbine and stuff, you were like, what's a school shooting? Where? Now you're like, another school shooting. That's crazy.
Where were you going to school when Columbine happened? Do you remember?
What year was
Probably
that?
been 6th or 7th grade for you. I think that was 2090.
Columbine shooting.
Because that is actually, that was on
99, so I would have been here.
Yes, because
it was on 420.
That set off just a crazy set of circumstances for us, because right after Columbine, dude, people were just calling in bomb threats and doing, like, in the weeks after Columbine, my mom ended up pulling me out of school because we were getting evacuated once, twice, 3 times a week. Like, on the reg, there were people calling in threats that they were going to shoot up the school. We had a bomb threat that was written on the inside of the stall in one of the bathrooms. So, that just set off a chain reaction.
And you were here?
No, I was in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
I was in Michigan. So that it set off a chain reaction in so many different ways, because I'm not foolish enough to think that shootings and school shootings never took place before that, but it definitely was the beginning of opening up the floodgates for it happening a lot more often. And here we are, all these years later, and it's still.
Would you say Sandy Hook was the when after that it was just like it seemed every other month at least there was one? Now some of them I want to say they get swept under the rug.
Oh, they do.
But they just don't get the coverage like they used to now, right?
Well, it's insane. It's actually, not to make light of anything, but there's a new joke in that Tim Dillon comedy special where he's talking about how he was doing a set somewhere in Sweden or something like that, and the club owner said, you don't have any content about school shootings, do you? And he goes, well, I actually do. He goes, well, if you could not do that, because we had a school shooting today, and he goes, well, how many people died? And they said, well, just it was one person. And he goes, that doesn't even make the news in America.
Yeah,
He's like, that's not even, we call that a good day in America. And I think sadly that's where we've come with these mass shootings and school shootings, that it really, unless there's a bunch of people that are killed, I feel like it becomes a footnote very, 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 very quickly. I think there's a bunch of different elements, probably us just being desensitized to the whole thing, that even us, as sad as it is, there's probably a little voice in the back of our own heads that go, oh, just one, okay, just one, just 4, just 3, whatever it is. Like, at least it's not 20, it's not 30, it's not. And I think going through the Sandy Hook, going through all these terrible mass shootings, you think about Vegas, these things where so many people were killed, I think it just changed the way that we look at them in a terrible, terrible way.
Yeah, we went from an era where now shootings are very prominent to also, you got to be careful when you go to any public thing, because now the new thing is people driving cars through parades and protests and stuff like that. Like, it makes me not want to go to events at all.
There's a bit of that.
It's very sheltered, I feel, with that. Like,
and I battle with that, because I can't say that I've actively made a decision not to go somewhere because of it, but it's something that I think about, and I think about it often, and I wonder, are we letting the worst of humanity dictate our lives if we do that? But then there's the other part that you go, well, we can frame it a million different ways, but all we need to really realize is it's a reality. You know what I mean? Like, you can go, well, we're letting the terrorists win. We're letting the terrible people, the damaged people who do these things dictate our lives. And there's an element of that, and I think we have to move forward and live our lives. But it is also just a bona fide fact and reality that, there are evil people out there who want to hurt others.
It does linger a bit in your head, because even at Reggae Rise Up, remember the comments we had about Reggae Rise Up? And it was just like, that thought has to trickle into your head sometime or another, just like.
Well, I think there's a line of a thin line of being paranoid and not leaving your house, and also, kind of being prepared. Like, I think as crazy as it is in a place where you might be taking a lot of drugs and enjoying music, like just small things like having an idea of where you're going to go, what exit you're going to try and get to. I think not thinking about those things could be perceived as borderline irresponsible, but an undeniable sadness to the whole thing that we have to even think that way.
Yeah,
because they don't really kill people the way, like other places they kill people in other ways, and it's terrible. But nobody really has the we just kill a bunch of people at one time thing like we have here in the good old U.S. of A.
It's weird. You are right. You don't hear about that. Obviously, there's genocides and stuff in countries, but like events like this, we're like, well, we're just gonna attack this event, and there's gonna be mass loss of life. That doesn't just happen in like Puerto Rico or something. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, and it's sad. It feels weird and wrong to dig into something else. So I think what we'll do is we'll take an early break. If anything else breaks on this, we will absolutely bring it to you, and that goes for, I know, myself and for Drew Garabo Live as the day goes on. But we will reset. We'll get into some stuff that's maybe a smidge, if not significantly lighter. But we do want to, we want to make sure that we bring you the news of the day.
Yeah, and our prayers go out to any families that have people up there in FSU dealing with this right now, man.
Absolutely. Do not go anywhere. More Sending Show on the way. This is the song I was going to play, although it feels insensitive. It was just already loaded up, so don't be mad at me. Bubble Down Car Wash, the greatest car wash in the whole wide world. You're going to have a long wash tunnel, which means your car is going to be cleaner. They have a great staff that makes sure your experience is going to be perfect every single time, and those spacious vacuums really make sure you can get every little nook and cranny. They've got locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, and their newest spot in Palm Harbor on US 19. The unlimited membership plan is the real secret sauce over there because you sign up for it, and it means you can go through as many times as you need to. Your car is clean one day, dirty the next, go through. Birds, bugs, pollen, all of it. We got it here in the state of Florida. And you can fight it with the unlimited membership plan at Bubble Down Car Wash. You will have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. The Bone Bonus is back. Money. Starting Monday, you can win $1,000 throughout the day just by listening to The Bone. You work hard and deserve this. Plus, we're pretty great, so why not listen? The Bone Bonus, starting Monday on 102.5 The Bone. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com.
Spring into savings at Crown Kia because it's all about location, location, location.
And Abby, it's all about selection, selection, selection. We have a sea of new Kias out there.
Over 400 new Kias available to choose from. Hurry in to shop our huge selection of no tariff inventory and save on a new Kia. Drive for only $219 a month.
Plus, no market adjustment or dealer installed options.
Crown Kia, the better way to buy.
And service.
CrownKia.com. For lease information and more details, call 1-800-371-0942.
The following ad is an impersonation.
Attention all wonderful, patriotic Americans looking for a great haircut or beard trim. There's a huge offer from Hair Mechanics I have to share with you. They do incredible haircuts, and believe me, nobody knows hair like I do. That's right, folks. $15 gets you a rocking cut at Hair Mechanics. We're going to make that head of yours great again, and we are going to cut, baby, cut. Visit our new Clearwater or Palm Harbor locations today. Hair Mechanics, cuts for men.
HairMX.com.
Our massive Kia mega sale is going on now at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey. Buy with zero down, 1.9% financing, or make no payments for 90 days. Sign and drive a new Kia from just $259 lease per month. Zero due at signing. $25K for 36 months, 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $259 a month, zero due at signing. Bad credit, no credit, negative equity. If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say yes, you're approved for a new 2025 Kia. Get massive savings on over 1,200 new Kias at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey on US 19. Ken Ganley Kia NewportRichey.com. Tell them McKinsey sent you, because I want to see ya in a Ken Ganley Kia.
25 Sportage, $1,748 per month per 1,000 finance, 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank, plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee on approved credit through KMF. Expires 4/30/25.
Hey, it's Bruce Woodburn with Cross Country Mortgage, the loan arranger. You know, I've been lending for over 35 years, and I've helped tens of thousands of clients. However, I want to let you know that if you're considering refinancing, stop what you're doing. I think rates are going to get a little better. Now, most mortgage lenders aren't going to tell you that. So I've created a VIP watch list just for you. Now, the only exception to waiting to refinance is if you're drowning in debt and you have equity in your property. Don't get scammed by somebody trying to convince you to refinance right now unless you need debt consolidation. Then contact me right away at 407-706-3313. But if you're waiting to reduce your interest rate or eliminate private mortgage insurance, stop, call me, and get on my VIP wait list. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Or call or text 407-706-3313.
Great Scott! Back to the Future is now on stage, and audiences are going wild, declares the New York Times. It's a jaw-dropping spectacle that hits all the right buttons, raves USA Today. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious entertainment. Back to the Future, the musical, April 29th through May 4th at Straz Center. Get your tickets yesterday at strazcenter.org.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation. I won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAW-FRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with zero down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing.
Hi, folks. Phil Esposito here, Hockey Hall of Famer. Well, who knew that I was going to go a little bit deaf? I lost my hearing a little bit. People kept telling me, what's wrong with you? You can't hear. So guess what? They were right. I went to Audibel. Audibel took care of me. It was incredible. Audibel, they are terrific. And by the way, Audibel's a proud sponsor of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Book your free hearing test now at floridahearing.com. Hear better, live better.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Gain a global perspective and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking with an MBA from University of Maryland Global Campus. Study online and complete your degree in just 16 months for about $21K. Choose from MBA specializations in global business, marketing, HR, finance, and more. Classes start May 14th. Apply now and save with no application fee. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Set the date. Barbecue Love Fest is Saturday, May 3rd at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Your ticket for this all-day celebration of barbecue includes barbecue samples from 20-plus cook teams, 7-plus renowned pitmasters from across the nation, and live music. The Bone in the Mike Calta Show have your tickets. Listen to win or buy your tickets now at bbqlovefest.com.
If you're hurt, accept no substitute. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
Hell yeah, brother. Some songs need no introduction. If you know, you know. Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. 1-800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. It's interesting. I found myself looking deep within to try and figure out if I consider myself a 5-second rule guy.
Ooh.
When it comes to food that has been dropped on the floor. I'm not, my whole parameters with the 5-second rule, it's not about seconds, it's about the floor. It's about whose floor it is and where we are. I will tell you this, there is a 0-second rule in this studio.
Oh, yeah. If it falls, it's done.
Yeah,
it's forbidden.
It is.
Leave it there, let JoJo clean it up.
Yeah, it is just there and never going to touch my mouth. I will say this, in my own kitchen, and this story was everywhere today, they supposedly did a scientific study on the 5-second rule. Spoiler alert, it's not a real thing. But last night, dude, I had a nice jar of pickled veggies.
Ooh.
And I took a carrot out, boop, 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 boom, right to the floor, popped it in my mouth instantly.
Oh. I'm under almost a strict rule. So I agree with you. Floor matters. Definitely matters wherever you are. But also the ability of whatever you drop to pick up something.
That's a good, that is, like if it's got a sticky, if it's sticky or something like that.
Yeah, like a cookie. I'm going to pick that up and eat that.
Yeah, that's great. And to be completely honest with you, if I'm being honest, when I put that carrot in my mouth, undeniable foreign objects. Like there was a little hair, there was a little crunch. It's tough when you have an animal in the home because there's definitely going to be some form of hair or something. So there was definitely a little bit of something in there, but it's my floor, and the things that are on that floor probably came from my body, or worst case scenario from my dog's body, or something that I cooked. But this scientist did a study where I'm surprised that we haven't, with all of the content out there in the world, I'm surprised this hasn't been done earlier, where they legit just took a petri dish full of different bacteria that would be found on the ground, and then they dropped different foods into it, and they left it there for 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. And pretty much, long story short, no matter whether it was on the bacteria for 5 seconds or 60 seconds, it still picked up essentially the same amount of bacteria. So if you're somebody who is ride or die, lives by the 5-second rule, just know that it's doing nothing for you.
No, nothing at all. I've never subscribed to the 5-second rule. It's, again, I'll eyeball it, and sometimes I go, there's a little fuzz. That's it. Even if I brush the fuzz off, it's contaminated.
I'm trying to think of the worst foods that you could drop. Really anything that's anything that has a wetness to it, because a wetness is going to automatically absorb dirt and whatever debris and hair follicles are on the floor. So
Nicole dropped my Chinese food the other day, and I was
dude, that would be like the worst.
I thought that was going to be the day I was going to nail her in the face. I was like, this is it. Chinese food's the one that broke it. I was because the thing was, she made no effort at trying to, because it was out the fridge.
Oh, this is like the whole thing?
The whole container.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and she made no effort to try to grab it, because I saw it in slow motion happen.
Well, the thing is that when I think of a food item that I could potentially, that would be the worst, you almost said it, like an orange chicken or something. Something that has not just a wetness to it, but almost a stickiness to it, where when it hits the ground, it just acts as a little attractant to every little bug and hair follicle that may or may not be on the floor. Carpet, you can never pick anything up off the carpet.
It's a wrap. If it's in carpet, it's a wrap.
The carpet is just... I like the comfort of carpet, but when you really start thinking about the idea of carpet, it's very gross. It's like a sponge for all of the dirt and debris in your life.
Yeah, and I used to be heavy on, I like carpet over anything, but you are right. It's just sucking up everything, and you're never really getting it completely clean, unless you steam it, and even that.
Yeah, I mean, we got a, I don't mean to brag, but we've got a really nice vacuum that we bought when we got the new house, and dude, I can suck the carpet for 30 minutes and just keep emptying that damn thing. Like, the amount of stuff that gets into your carpet is really something else. But Brody likes it, and it is nice. Like, it's nice to, it's nice to lay on a carpet floor.
Is it weird that for some reason in my head, like, let's say, I'm going to use your house as an example because you have this. If you were to drop something in the kitchen or living room, and then outside on the pool patio. I'm probably more likely to pick it up the pool patio and eat it for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I get
don't
that.
know why.
Yeah, no, well, it's not as
The foot traffic. I
yeah,
think.
the foot traffic, and maybe some pool water splashes up on there. There's chlorine in there. That's a built-in disinfectant.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think you're onto something.
Okay, good.
No, you're not. You're not far off.
I'm cooking.
Sending show. What's up?
So the whole food thing, man, I've worked in numerous places. I do surveying now. I've dropped my food on the ground, picked up. As long as I get 90% of the dust or dirt off, I'm fine.
90%. That's 10%. That's 10% debris you're putting in your body.
Hey, I've had worse. I've been with way dirty women, dog. It ain't a thing.
That's a
You,
great
you
point,
ever
though.
been with a woman from Pinellas County though?
Yeah, no, Pinellas is dirty.
I don't like this brewing war that's happening between Hillsborough and Pinellas County. I mean, I will if a inter-Tampa Bay area civil war does break out. I'm going to be forced to ride or die for Pinellas County for St. Pete. I mean, it's. I'm sorry. I'll be faced with battles with people that I love and respect, but I gotta plant my flag, my Pelican flag, right here in St. Pete.
Will that be our civil war? Because I might be Hillsborough till I die.
Oh,
I'm living here now, but
you're old school West Chase.
yeah, that's the thing. West Chase, Town and Country. It's hard. I don't know.
Well, you need to think about picking your side, man, because that's going to change a lot between us.
Whatever side is looking like they're going to win, I'm probably going to jump to that side. What's the matter?
Did you hear something? Oh, dude, did you see that? Sorry. I didn't mean to yell.
That up right
Sorry, my bad. I'm known to yell. I am known to yell.
Yeah, go ahead.
Somebody actually sent me a screenshot yesterday of the people in the chat room, and there's people in there that refer. This hurts me because I'm loud. I mean, it's an undeniable thing. I'm deaf and I'm loud, and it's just a thing. That in the chat room they call me yelling, which doesn't really roll off your tongue, but
yelling
as long as it makes them happy.
No,
I'm happy. I mean, there's got to be screaming sending or screaming.
We could workshop it.
Yeah, there's a little something to it. But sorry, the reason I got so emotional and so excited, did you see that you saw that Tweety Pablo was back yesterday?
I love that. Drew sent us a photo.
Dude,
of that.
the damn parrot was back on the window yesterday, and he looked like he was trying to chill. Dude, he had his little paw, his little, what do you call that, a claw?
Claw, yeah.
His little claw was like at the window. The people in the comments, I will say, though, I think they are crazy because those things are living everywhere.
Everywhere.
Those things are everywhere. People in the comments, that's clearly someone's pet.
What?
He's begging for help. You need to let him in. Oh, shout out to 1771 Designs. This guy is a legit local business owner that makes tons of great St. Pete merch. I'm making Team St. Pete shirts. Just say win.
I like that,
dude. I think we have to take it sadly, and I don't know if you're really this will really decide how into the war you are. We not only need a shirt that simps for St. Pete and Pinellas, but we need a shirt that also buries Hillsborough County. Like I don't want to be the guy to have to do it, but the shots have been fired. And we have to act.
What about this? Pinellas County. It may be dirty, but it's my dirty. And then you have the little guy from Peanuts on it, who's always in the dust ball.
I think you're onto something.
Okay.
I think you're onto something. I don't know what it is, but it's just not that.
Okay.
Setting show. You're on the air.
Oh, I can tell. Dirty reception.
Yeah, that's a 941. That's a real
mind.
dirty. Hey, pay attention. You there? Well, we're in someone's pocket. Absolutely in someone's pocket.
Yeah, John.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Thanks for paying attention, bud.
Hey, sorry, I'm in the 7-Eleven getting beer.
Oh, that's okay.
Anyway, yeah, that qualifies. No, listen, the other night I had some leftover hot wings, right? And I put them in the oven, heated them up, got them nice, hot, crispy, and re-sauced them, got them all saucy. I only had like 5 or 6. And I sat down in the bedroom and watched the TV. Boom, one hits the floor. I didn't hesitate, my man, to pick that up. Didn't even look at it.
Right down the gullet?
Yep. And we got a new vacuum, too, one of those that you can see. It's got that clear cylinder. You can see the dirt and stuff that comes up.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot in there, yeah.
Yeah, and we got a rabbit that lives in our room, too.
What the hell? Oh, dude, you sound like somebody who lives in Pinellas County, dude.
Yeah.
You're dirty.
If you drop your food in Pinellas, you may as well just leave it down there.
Dude, that guy reminded me of one of the worst. Dude, this is, I would bet you this is the worst food item that you could drop. And this was such a bummer to me. So I was making I don't know if you've ever seen this, but I was into making these. I made them a handful of times. I might actually make them for WrestleMania now that I'm remembering them. They're poor man's burnt ends. So what you do is you take hot dogs and you cut them into well, first of all, you take the hot dogs and you put them on the smoker for like an hour. Okay. So they get really kind of, and you put slices in them and you put barbecue sauce on them and you let them go on the smoker for like an hour. Then you take them and you chop them up and then you put them in a pan with brown sugar, seasoning, more barbecue sauce. You let them go for like another hour. So they're just like globby, sticky, saucy, just little nuggets of hot dog goodness, right? And it took a little bit of time to make, so I'm excited about it. And I'm walking into the house, dude. Spilt the whole pan, And this was like I had been working on it for hours. I spilt the whole pan, and we were trying so hard to like. Danielle's like, "Well, let me see if I can help you salvage them." So she's literally sitting there, piece by piece, taking off. And I mean, I think I ate maybe 2 or 3 of them just because I had put so much work into them, and they were just absolutely coated in dirt.
How'd you drop it? You tripped?
It was something to do with the it had something to do with opening the door. Like I was coming in the sliding glass door and I had it in my hand and I don't think I had a free hand, so I was kind of like balancing the hot pan on the other hand, and when I opened the door, I just knocked him. It was so sad, and they were so coated in dirt and debris, and I wanted so hard to just push through, but those little crunchy nuggets of dirt, they're not pleasant.
No, man, and that especially now because you're battling something right now. Imagine if you did eat that.
Yeah. Well, I think there's also something to eating dirt. People eat dirt. Like that's an absolute thing. Like there are people who eat dirt
in psych wards.
No, eating
like
dirt
for health benefits.
Eating dirt for health. Stand by.
No.
People may eat dirt for a range of reasons, including cravings during pregnancy, cultural influences, or nutritional deficiencies. Eating dirt can provide a distraction or relief from pain and distress. However, it also poses risks to health. So, I mean, people do it. It's called a pica. Pica. That's what they call it. Not to be confused with caca. Pica is the historical name for eating soil.
So they said culturally, I live in Sudan and we don't have much.
Some people gotta just eat dirt. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this is from last year. TikTokers claim eating dirt has health benefits. The latest TikTok trend may make you soil yourself. Ha ha ha. Some TikTokers are now telling you to eat dirt. Yes, dirt, as in the stuff that's on the ground. I mean, I kind of think there's something to it. I mean, it's part of the earth, and we're part of the earth. And I hate to get too deep on you.
You ever eaten dirt
on purpose?
Yes.
I don't think so, but I'm not. Dude, the thing I'm really interested in, and I don't want to take this whole thing sideways, and this is a slippery slope for us. But the thing that I've been thinking about for probably the last 6 months that I think I might try one day, drinking.
Yeah. No way.
Pee-pee.
No way.
Dude, it's supposedly, there are people that claim it is truly the fountain of youth. You got to mix it with water. I throw a little, maybe a little electrolyte packet in there or something, give it a little bit of flavor.
Yeah.
But dude, there are people that say like the enzymes and things that are in that, you're really, like your body's saying, get rid of this. So when you put it back in, you're kind of introducing to your body the things that your body needs to fight off the most. So it kind of helps you build your immune system and it strengthens. I'm not saying that you should do this. I'm just saying I've thought about it a lot.
It just feels like you're not building it. You're just poisoning it and making it work overtime.
Well, that's your opinion. That's your. That
was your rebuttal. That's your opinion.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to be drink your pee guy. Like, I'm not going to get on the radio and say everybody should think about it. I'm saying I've read quite a bit about it, and.
But you're pee guy. Didn't you pee on your brother?
Not on him. Well.
Yeah, he was.
No.
Him.
It was actually thank you for remembering the story. It was actually my cousin.
Okay.
It was my cousin, and she was on the lower bunk, and I wasn't going on to her. I was going onto the wall. And she just happened to be there. So, Ludacris style. She was Ludacris style splash waterfall. Just came. And she. So, yes, the practice of drinking urine dates back to ancient civilizations in Egypt, India, and China. Proponents of urotherapy believe that urine contains beneficial substances that can improve health conditions such as skin diseases, infections, and cancer.
I'll take the cancer.
I mean, dude. See, like that's just a thing that That's just a thing that you might think. Like, that may be a thing that we've just been led to believe.
Imagine if, like we did try it and we're like, this is the best goddamn drink I've ever had in my life.
Dude, they could just be keeping hold on.
My name is Aubrey.
This is a strange addiction.
And we are addicted to drinking our urine.
Hot.
And I have not drank water for years now.
Each day I'm consuming about a half gallon of fresh urine. Smells like buttery popcorn.
No, it doesn't.
That's separate music playing underneath it. I was like, oh man, they really set the stage with scary music.
In a million years would I think that I would have a son that would be drinking his own urine.
Right now, we're about to take a pee shower.
It almost feels like
it's called a golden shower. They don't know what it's about.
Nick, come on.
I gotta wash down the burger with something. So why are you doing this?
Dude, Jersey Shore. $200 gallons each year.
Oh my God.
Vital and more in love with myself and life through this practice.
See? They look very healthy.
The main benefits that I would describe for drinking your urine are hydration. Number 2 that I noticed was severely improved digestion. The third one is retaining nutrients. Most of the nutrients from the food that you eat are coming out in your urine.
See?
And they're not actually
This
going
guy
into
sounds
your
like
body.
a prick. Ain't no way I'm listening to him.
I use it for my skincare routines. And
She sounds kinda hot.
if I have a scrape, a cut, any opened, exposed wound, I'll always use urine topically for that.
I use it in my hair. I use it as ear drops sometimes. I use it as eye drops sometimes.
Eye drops?
I swish it around my mouth like mouthwash.
It's just all purpose?
Oh, wow. That's pretty crazy. They may have taken it too far. Setting show, you're on the air.
That's insane.
Hello, am I on the air?
Yes, you are.
Do you drink your pee?
Okay, how are you doing, Mr. Sending, Mr. Dizzy?
I'm doing
up,
pretty
brother?
good. Who's this?
This is Connor. I was calling about the dirt thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to take my boogers, mix them up in a little dirt, stick them on the wall, leave them there for about 24 hours, wait occasionally if we were getting a paint job on the house, and then I'd pop those suckers like a midnight snack.
You disgust me. I think he was telling the truth.
You think so?
I absolutely believe that guy was telling the truth. He sounded very businesslike. Setting show, 727 Dirty One Hotline. Who's this?
Just sound like business. We'll believe you.
Skip.
Is this Skip the Trip?
Yes, sir.
What up?
I have two issues about the dirt thing. I was a kitchen manager in a restaurant, and the first issue was one of the bartenders had broken a glass in the ice bin where you get ice out for the drinks. And I said, she didn't have no other ice bin to get drinks out of. I said, ma'am, you have to stop serving drinks right.
All right, you got to shut that dog up. I'm sorry. Setting show, you're live on the air.
Hey, this is Bosco from Squeaky Clean Hillsboro.
Oh, man, one of those Hillsboro scumbags. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah. All right, I have to cleanse the palate of all this pee and dirt.
Please.
If you don't mind, I'd like to go off topic for one quick second.
Take us on a journey, my friend.
Okay, last week I got so into one of your best of bits, I tried calling and completely forgot that Dizzy was on the cruise and you weren't there.
Yeah.
So I kept calling and calling. You guys were talking about music and TV shows that made you cry.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Dizzy brought up the scene from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Tearjerker.
What do we want me?
There is a behind-the-scenes bit about that. I don't know if you guys heard it. Will Smith was really nervous about that scene. And James Avery kept telling him, just go through it, do what best you can. And when he started crying and Uncle Phil hugged him, James Avery whispered into Will Smith's ear.
Now that's acting.
That's what you call acting.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, you know it.
I love it, man. I love it. I will say it is ironic that I've been fighting for how clean Pinellas County is while doing the last at least 30 minutes on eating dirt and drinking pee. So,
because you're dirty.
I may have proven your point there, Monica. I'm a filthy boy living in a filthy town, and I think you're onto something.
That guy's dirty. I'm going to say that as a drop now because you're dirty.
You're dirty, and then add in what you called the lady from the Pussycat Dolls. Say you're dirty, dirty, dirty.
Schwarzenegger. I still think I'm saying it right.
You're definitely saying it wrong.
Pull it up. Can you pull it up on YouTube or something that says her name?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on.
Schwarzenegger.
Okay, stop. You're making me uncomfortable.
Oh.
Hold on. Okay, I think this is her.
Here we go.
How do I get it? Hold on.
Like, JoJo sent me a way to say it, but I don't think that's it.
Yeah, I don't know the way. Okay, hold on. Here's an interview that she did on.
I don't really like committing to things.
That's Pete Davidson on a commercial. But she did an interview on Good Morning America. They had to have said her name at some point.
What if they're like, from Pussycat Dolls, Nicole?
We don't feel comfortable saying her last name.
FCC won't let us say her last name.
All right, here we go.
Our next guest, Nicole Scherzinger, makes her Broadway
Told you.
debut.
Wait, what do you mean told me? You say it. Say it.
Schwarzenegger.
And you think that's what this man just said?
Play it again.
Our next guest, Nicole Scherzinger, makes her Broadway.
Scherzinger.
Yeah, his sounds more like Scherzinger.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it. That's what he says.
Yes, Nicole Scherzinger makes her Broadway debut in the reimagined Andrew Lloyd Webber hit Sunset.
Okay. I think we've put
All right, I've been wrong.
I think we've put, yeah, you have. You know, I appreciate a man who can acknowledge when he's wrong.
Scherzinger.
Yep.
I was way off.
Don't go anywhere. We come back. It's time to fire up John's Joints. Veterinarians have an important announcement for people who are doing a very strange trend with their animals and why you should not be a part of it. I teased it earlier in the show. We finally got a bad, naughty man teacher locally to even things out a little bit. And I had this yesterday. I didn't get a chance to get to it. The most popular TV show in Sweden will blow your mind, and it might make me want to move to Sweden. All that and a bunch more coming up next in John's Joints with Drew Garabo. There has never been a better time than now to go solar with Solar Bear. The average Solar Bear customer is saving over $2,000 per year by switching to Solar Bear. Solar Bear is a local company that's been in business for over 10 years with tons of satisfied customers, and they have a 4.7 Google star rating. That is how they became the #1 solar installer in the state of Florida. It's well documented. We're talking about it often. Hurricane season's going to be back before you know it. It's scary. It's freaky. But you want to be prepared as much as you can. And when it comes to generators, maybe the natural gas goes underwater. Maybe you won't be able to find propane and gas out and about. But if you go with Solar Bear and you get the backup power source, you can kill two birds with one stone because you keep the power on during a storm and eliminate your power bill. And right now, if you sign up, the first 12 months are completely free. That's right. Make no payments for 12 months. Give them a call today for a free estimate or check them out online at solarbear.com.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. You know, every year the power company charges you more and gives you less. But at Solar Bear, they're flipping the script. They're going to give you 12 months of solar power completely free and long-term savings after that. They're locally owned and been in business for over 10 years and rated 5 stars by thousands of happy homeowners. You can own your power, lock in your rate, and stop the monthly stress. Let your roof work for you. Call Solar Bear and start saving today
today or visit solarbear.com. Hello there, my afternoon chillers. It is I, the king of chill, John Senning. And let me tell you about a night that's taking Tampa Bay by storm. Trivia night under the Tiki at Cava Social Club in downtown Bradenton. If you think you got the brains to back it up, Thursday is the night and the Cava Social Club is the spot. Hosting is the one and only Ryan C., who curates the ultimate trivia experience from pop culture to music, movies, history, and so much more. He brings the perfect mix that keeps teams coming back every single week. The competition is friendly, but don't let that fool you. Things can get intense. The variety of prizes is impressive, and these teams come to win. If you think you got what it takes to take down the other teams, or maybe you're new in town and looking to join a crew, either way, Cava Social Club has you covered. It's the perfect place to test your knowledge, make new friends, and enjoy some of the freshest Cava and Kratom teas while you play. Gather your team or come solo. Make sure you check out the Cava Social Club online at thecavasocialclub.com and on all their social medias at Cava Social Club. Boola, baby. John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect moment to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? That time is now. For a limited time only, Ford Motor Company is offering employee pricing for all across a full line of trucks and SUVs. Now, what does that mean for you, you might ask? That means you're going to pay exactly what a Ford employee pays. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. Go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that brand new, big, beautiful showroom you've got to see to believe right on US 19 in Clearwater. You can even check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America. Make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
Great Scott! Back to the Future is now on stage, and audiences are going wild, declares the New York Times. It's a jaw-dropping spectacle that hits all the right buttons, raves USA Today. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious entertainment. Back to the Future, the musical, April 29th through May 4th at Straz Center. Get your tickets yesterday at strazcenter.org.
Insurance companies often play tough, offering you the bare minimum for your injuries. But why settle for less? With me, Mo DeWitt, your Tampa injury attorney, you pay nothing unless we win. Don't let the insurance companies push you around. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas. Just letting everyone know, when your lights start to flicker, Bolt gets to you quicker.
Ooh.
Yeah, I came up with that.
Well, it's true. In most cases, we offer same-day service.
Right. So, if your power goes out, just give Bolt a shout.
Another one.
Thank you.
Folks, if you even suspect you've got an electrical problem, you don't want to wait.
And if it's an emergency, we'll be on our way before you can hang up the phone.
Just call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
You think you could tell us what to do? You think you could tell us what to wear? You think
Oh, no. How am I supposed to say Jumbo?
Well, you better get ready.
Oh, no. Hold on. We're looking for a little Jesus.
To the masters.
I knew it last night. Did you find Jesus?
At some point, I'm going to need a little Jesus. And if he keeps being left around erroneously like this, I feel like your little bit of Jesus is going to become my little Jesus.
I'm just grateful to whomever left little Jesus in the cup. Thank you. Put Jesus in my hands. Throw some Jesus. Wait, throw Jesus in my mouth.
Oh, dude, you think you can catch Jesus in your mouth?
I can take Jesus in my mouth.
Oh, dude.
Let me get this.
Do you think you can handle all?
Wait, can you just wipe him off with a little sanitizer?
Yeah,
5 seconds. Sanitize Jesus, because Jesus might be dirty.
Did you see the story today? There's no such thing as the 5-second rule?
I did. I don't know if I believe it or not.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I absolutely believe it.
There's no such thing, is it?
Well, pretty much just that, like 5 seconds or 30 seconds, it's not going to make a difference.
I like to catch it on. I like to catch it on a bounce. If I catch my food on a bounce, I'll still eat it. If not, nope.
Hold on, I'm going to dry him off now.
All right.
By
Nobody
the way,
wants a wet Jesus in their mouth.
I've been meaning to bring this up. with no rhyme or reason, and we don't know if it's going to go away, we're live on Facebook. Bone TV is live on Facebook, and I think it has been pretty much all day. I would love to know if that's a thing we're going to do or not, but I guess they're keeping it close to the vest.
I like the comment that they leave it with, this is a streaming radio show.
Yeah.
Like,
thanks, I couldn't tell
Are we
that.
being like, is it not even the company? Like, is it we're just being hacked by aliens or something? And they're just like, let's let it roll.
I can't figure it out. All right, toss Jesus in my mouth.
All
Come
right.
on.
Do you think okay, so this is about, what, 2 inches of Jesus? 2-inch Jesus?
Sounds about right.
Can you take this 2 inches?
Diz, are you streaming on some sort of social
Is
media
this
platform?
streaming or is this for a later video?
This I'm recording. Just recording.
Okay, all right.
But you should be able to watch it at the Bone on. I mean, you're not going to be able to find it quick enough. We're on Facebook too. Here you go.
Yeah, here you go.
Jesus in your mouth, freshly sanitized. Make a noise.
What do you mean?
Well, because then it'll turn your camera on.
There we go. Here it comes.
Dude, that was a solid
That
shot.
was a great throw.
Dude, right on the upper lip.
Yeah, great throw.
If it wasn't for you making that noise, I think you would have probably been able to get it in there.
Yeah, thank you.
Damn.
Nice throw, man.
That was so close. So I'm
Sorry.
glad you got a little bit of Jesus. I would say the most concerning part today is that Diz had to remind you that you were missing a little bit of Jesus.
He didn't. Well, yes, he did remind me, but I knew last night when I got home that Jesus was not in my pocket and that I had left him on the board. And I just hope that Dom didn't steal Jesus or that whoever.
No.
By the way, does Carmen run the board?
Spike.
For the Calta show?
Oh, for the Calta. Oh, no, yeah, no, Carmen for the. For
Okay.
the
Yeah, that's what I
Wait,
thought.
we were talking about Dom. How did
Yeah,
you
I
think
moved
we were-
on. I was
okay.
thinking in the morning who would run the board.
Oh, okay.
So Carmen's a very considerate person. She
Well,
would put my
it
Jesus
would
in
probably
the
would
cup.
have been, but Spike would have been probably the first one to find it.
Oh, yeah, he probably didn't see it.
No, Kelly runs the board for Dom.
So what is? Oh, Spike answers the phone.
Phones, yeah.
Oh yeah, so
Oh.
maybe Kelly.
She's considerate also.
Protected.
Thank you,
Jesus.
Kelly. Thank you, Carmen. Whoever put Jesus in a cup.
It was so funny. I was trying to talk Spike into what would have been the greatest bit / prank ever. So he was getting here when I was leaving, and I was here late.
Oh, yeah.
But he was getting here when I was leaving.
Yep.
And I said, dude, you need to just go in, like just walk right in the door and act like you're supposed to be there and be like, oh yeah, Mo told me to come in and screen phones for you today.
Dude, that would have been hilarious because I went to break and he was sleeping out on one of the couches. And I thought to myself, man, if I were a kind and generous broadcaster, I'd wake him up and tell him to come to the studio.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, he lives out there, and it's kind of like people at Home Depot. It's like, I need a job. He's like, you need a radio guy. Pick me up from the couch.
Well, the thing is, the average Bone listener has no idea what I did to enhance their listening experience yesterday by not inviting Spike into the studio. So sometimes the things that I don't do on the air are way better than the things I do on the air. So you're welcome, everyone, for me not inviting Spike into the
Man of
studio.
the people.
Poor Spike.
Like you as a person, Spike.
Poor Spike.
Like you as a person.
Poor guy.
What a comment.
Well, he's a good dude. He
Hey,
just,
like you as a person. That's where it ends.
I can like people on in real life without liking them on my radio
Yeah,
program.
that's never happened.
I would
to
say
me
that's actually
before.
most people from what I've learned.
That mean everybody except everybody in this room.
Yeah.
Maurice?
John's Joints brought to you by marijuanadoctor.com. You're getting pretty close, but if you make the call or get online, you might be able to get it scheduled so you can celebrate 420 the proper way. These dispensaries in the state of Florida, they are really tightened up. I think they're getting their flower just perfect after a lot of testing and getting in. So you got flower, pre-rolls, tinctures, ointments, gummies, edibles. I mean, you can get cookies out there. There's extracts, everything you could ever really think of, but you've got to get your card. And the easiest way to do it is with marijuanadoctor.com. You can use the code BONE20 when you set up the appointment. That's going to give you $20 off the initial certification, which that's why I say you can still do it, because if you get the appointment booked, the certification comes same day. That night, you could be getting a bunch of stuff for great deals all around town. Book it today. Don't hesitate. It's code BONE20 at marijuanadoctor.com. We'd be remiss if we didn't give you the latest updates on the Florida State University shooting. There's all sorts of reports. I mean, It's so crazy, just the vast difference in reports that you can read. I'm going with the NBC News National, kind of comparing that with Fox National, and they're pretty similar. At least one person is dead and another is in custody after an active shooter was reported at Florida State University campus in Tallahassee. At least 6 people are receiving medical treatment at Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare. The school sent an alert urging students to seek shelter earlier in the day. One FSU student who saw the shooter described him as a normal college dude who was wearing an orange shirt and khaki shorts. There are videos out there of some different things. Hard to figure out what is real and what is not. But again, another tragic mass shooting, this one in our own state. And I know a lot of people have friends and family and kids and everything that go to FSU. So hopefully, without all the details quite yet, there will be the least amount of damage as humanly possible.
Yeah, I've seen various reports, and I know WFTV, our sister television station in Orlando, is reporting something completely different.
What are they? So what is it?
WFTV. They're Channel 9.
A different
Legendary.
set of like kind of deaths and everything. Because I've seen that other number of deaths, but it seemed high compared to other ones.
Yes.
Was it?
What do you got?
Was it
more fatalities?
Hold on, I'm looking here. Multiple people hospitalized, buildings being evacuated. They don't have any specifics on their website at this exact moment. Did they tweet something out?
I think I was just talking to John Brennan about where to get the accurate numbers. So I'll have it. I don't want to give any.
That's the thing, is that it's tough. But I am interested. Do you take this as there were two shooters?
No.
Is that what you're?
Not necessarily. Like you said on, I was pulling out of Publix and I heard you say it. So many times there are just confusing reports, and like they think there are a couple shooters, but there's only one. So I don't know.
So there's only okay. I don't know. I asked Mo. That's why, because his son Legend goes up there and stuff, and he made it seem like there was more than one.
Yeah, and somebody that they got on the ground. The other element that I was talking about earlier is just how. You talk about the desensitization of just it happening, but let alone it happening, but it playing out in real time on social media. Like there are so many videos out there from people on campus posting just insane things, and you don't even know if it's real, but still, once you see it, it doesn't really matter if it's real. You saw it with your own eyes, and it's just a whole other element of these terrible things where, not that long ago, we'd hear about it, we conjure up the images in our head, and that's traumatizing and desensitizes us enough. But now you go to a place like X and you look at the tag and it's just videos of horrific things. And I think that wears on people. I don't know, I think it probably manifests in different ways, but I think it wears on people, and it's not good for civilization. I do not believe.
Yeah, and we have people in this building whose kids go to FSU, not just Mo, but I saw Scotty and her daughter, I believe, goes, and I saw her right after the news broke. And
had she been in touch with her yet?
Yeah, she's fine, but man, just as a parent, you do all you can to protect your kids, and you send them off to college.
I was telling John that there was a kid that I used to coach for like years. He was my goalkeeper. He was there and literally talked his girl into going to the Waffle House. And as they were going towards they heard the gunshots. They would have been in the center if he wasn't like, hey, let's skip this and go get some waffles.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, my sister and her husband both went to FSU and FSU Law School. So obviously, they're real close with the community up there. It's just, we keep talking about it, and I don't know what can be done. Mental health,
you
guns,
just don't know what to say. You literally don't know what to say, and you don't want to fall into the cycle. You know what I mean? Like, to me, there's in right now, we always say, when's the right time? Well, guess what? By sundown tonight, there will be politicians talking about guns. There will be politicians talking about why it's not guns. We'll say it's mental health. We'll say it's this. We'll say that. It's just a cycle. And I don't know what breaks it. And clearly nobody knows. The people that are in charge don't know what breaks it. We obviously, as people on the radio, don't know what breaks it. So you try to figure out what to say and make it meaningful, but it's going to happen again. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a morbid way to look at it, but that is the cycle of life that we're in. I felt like we had kind of been in a lull for a minute. It had been a minute since we had a large-scale shooting like this, but there'll be another one, and then people have moved on and stopped talking about this one in 2 days, and that's the American way. I mean, I hate to say that, but it is.
And I'm not looking to advance your morbidity. However, mankind is a violent species. Since the very first man killed an animal and another man came up to him and bonked him on the head with a rock and took that animal, we are born of violence. And it makes sense that in 2025, the violence has become indiscriminate and mass shootings happen. I don't want to be an apologist for it.
It's so crazy, and I'm about to make a reach of all reaches here. And the thing is that it doesn't really happen this way other places. Like, obviously, bad things happen in other places, but when it comes to people just killing their fellow citizens, it doesn't really happen on this level in other places. And it goes back to this is going to be a reach of all reaches. So
do it.
Further in the conversation.
Jack Reacher over there.
When we were watching that American Primeval, and we were having these like bigger discussions about, are we inherently evil? Are we inherently, like, is violence, when you think of how people treated each other and what was going on, like when the birth of this country was taking place and all of that, and the violence that happened with it, like, did we almost, for a period of time, did we get away from what our true nature really is?
Yes.
And now, because of many different reasons, and I don't even know what all of them are, we're now almost more in touch with who we were in those days. I mean, it's crazy to think, but violence amongst humans is not new. I just think that we found a way to calm it for a long time, and maybe those days clearly are over, actually.
Very solid point. But back then, I think the violence was necessary for Western expansion, necessary to stay alive. It became unnecessary. So now it's almost, I don't say it's for sport or whatever.
Oh, it is.
But
it absolutely is.
Yeah, it's for different reasons.
And I mean, I think the ability to kill is something that obviously not everybody has, nor do they want to have. But and then there was survival. You were fighting for something, whether it be for your family or for your property or whatever it is. But it was just rampant. And now people are just more willing to kill than seemingly ever before, at least in our lifetime.
And you and I have talked about it through the years about how social media has dehumanized fellow human beings. We see them as an avatar. We see them as their opinions. We don't see them as our fellow man or woman.
Changing gears, not easy to do, but the Tampa Bay Lightning have announced the schedule for the first round of the playoffs.
Let's go.
The Lightning will be facing the Florida Panthers in the first round series. We were waiting. I think everybody was waiting to hear Saturday or Sunday. Well, you're going to have to wait just a smidge longer. Game 1, Panthers at Lightning right here in town, Amalie Arena. It goes down next Tuesday, April 22nd at 8:30 p.m. I have it on good authority that Drew Garabo Live will be broadcasting live from Amalie Arena. Game 2 on Thursday. That's the 24th. That's an early game starting at 6:30.
Is that true?
Game 2, Panthers at Lightning on Thursday, April 24th at 6:30 p.m.
Did not know that. I thought they were both 8 o'clock.
This is per WFLA. I hope I'm not sharing erroneous information. Game 3 at the Panthers on Saturday, the 26th at 1 p.m. Game 4 is going to be... that can't be right. I should read the official email that I got.
I got it. TBD.
It is.
Game 4 is TBD.
Yes.
Why is that?
I guess they want to see how everything shakes out, probably.
Wait, the location?
No, the time. It'll be in Florida, in Sunrise.
Yeah, it's Tuesday, 8:30. Thursday, 6:30. Yeah.
6:30 start.
Saturday, 1 p.m.
Do you think that's a 6:30 puck drop or a 7 o'clock puck drop and 6:30 pregame?
I don't know. I feel like the time for almost every sport ever is never the time that they just give you outright. So I would imagine it's probably closer to 7. But hey, so you'll be broadcasting it. You get out of there half hour earlier.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so it's going to be a hell of a battle. I kind of feel like the Lightning are in the perfect position. I feel like not a lot of people have them winning this series. I feel like after everything kind of calmed down, post trade, I think they really kind of got locked in. Vasi playing some of his best down the stretch. I think this is going to be a hell of a matchup, and I think the Lightning are poised to shock some people.
I think to get the Stanley Cup, we would have to go through Florida anyway, and
Yes.
we might as well go through them when we're relatively healthy in the first round.
Good point.
And, before we're all beaten to death. And God, if we go Florida and then somebody else and then Toronto.
Hardest path to the cup that we've had.
We've had some difficult
There'll be
ones.
some tough ones, but
You forget about some of the playoff battles we had. Like, I only remember when I'm talking to Sarah, I'm like, my God, do you remember when we went 7 games against Toronto?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
Dude,
God.
There really have been through those cup years, and even before and after, there have just been great. There is just nothing in the world. Love other sports, love other things. There is nothing in the world of sports like the NHL playoffs. Like
Correct.
it at times feels like you're watching a different sport. The level of intensity, the violence in some games, the way that every second means so much. I don't think you can compare it to anything else in sports. It just, everything means so much, and the way that they play, the speed of the game just rises so much that it is must-see television. And obviously, you're here on the Bone, and this is where you're going to be able to hear all those Lightning games take place.
I would echo that because, I'm a fan of tons of sports like Drew, and I would say you're 100% right. The hits are harder. The game is faster. And it's just, you can't take your eyes off for a second, or else you're missing a big part of that game.
And it's so stressful to watch. If you're a fan of either team and you're emotionally invested, like, it's not, honestly, it's not fun to watch a game.
Yeah, it is. I heard somebody say this morning, too, where it is stress-inducing, unlike any other sport, especially in the playoffs. It's just on a whole other level. And I think I said about Tuesday, you're out there on Thursday as well, right?
I believe so. Yeah, we're currently finalizing everything, but I talked to Steve Versnick over there, and yes, and you said, John, that you had something with the Orlando Magic to bring my way.
I saw a video this morning, and I said that it was not actually basketball related, but there's a clip that's gone viral of a girl that was sitting right behind the bench, who just had these just magnificent milkers in a white low cut shirt, and she's sitting right behind the bench, and they're zooming in on a player, and all you can see in the background is this girl's titas just right there, and she clearly seems to be shaking a bag of Coke.
Oh,
like somebody put a tweet out there and was like, "Man, what's going on in Orlando? We need to get down there."
That's
and
no surprise.
I think it might have actually been. I think it was Tuttle. I saw that that retweeted the video of it, but it had gone insanely viral. So
that's great.
That makes me want to get to a Magic game.
I mean, look, they've got Boston games 1 and 2.
Oh, so it's on now for them too.
Yeah, Boston's a 14-point favorite for game 1.
When do they start?
Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
Oh, that's fun.
And they're back in Orlando a week from this Sunday for a home game.
You going to try and make it to a playoff game?
Yeah, I think so, man. It's been a while since the Magic were in the playoffs last year against the Cavs, but before that it was a big drought. And I got to say, this Paolo Banchero, I know you love talking ball, John. This Paolo Banchero kid is such a stud.
What it's the thing is his crossover. That's what's got me. It's so fast. I mean, I was talking to my boys this morning. We were talking ball, and it was just like, since Hot Sauce, we haven't seen somebody work the balls the way that my boy Paulo does.
Hot Sauce.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy, the Professor, Spider-Man.
Cadillac.
Dude, I don't know that I've ever told you.
Cadillac, that was a big Escalade.
Yeah. I don't know if I had to have told you this. I absolutely have told you this throughout the years. When I was working at the rap station in Flint, we did a bit where Hot Sauce came to the studio, and we had a basketball hoop outside, and I had like my phone in my pocket, and I was wearing like an earpiece, and I played a one-on-one game with Hot Sauce in our parking lot. And obviously he just was, manhandled.
Yeah, sure.
It was that's my crowning moment of ball.
Did you watch the 30 for 30 on that?
No, on the N1 mixtape, I didn't know there was one.
I think it was the 30 for 30 or like the sports story on Netflix. Do you know Hot Sauce basically left prison the day before he went out to the tour?
He was from the streets.
Those guys look like thugs.
Who else was there?
It's a legit word.
All right, Trump, I feel you, dog. Hey, we're making America great again. You don't got to explain it to
Some of those gentlemen were thuggish, ruggish.
Yeah,
some of those nappy-headed hoes could ball.
As long as they have penises, you can say that.
Yeah.
Thuggish, bound. It's good. We need a little equity around here, and it doesn't bring me joy to tell you the story, but I was starting to believe that only female teachers were horny and doing bad things. But what do you know? We got a local one. A teacher and head football coach at Bartow High School has been arrested for inappropriate behavior toward female students and voyeurism, according to the Polk County Sheriff's Office. On April 2nd, a parent reported inappropriate conversations Tyler Eden, who's 31, had with their daughter when the student was doing extracurricular work for community service hours. During interviews with students and school administrators, detectives learned that Eden asked a student if she wanted to earn community service hours by helping him with athletic chores. The student agreed and began sorting football helmets in the locker room at his direction. During the first interaction with the student, Eden talked to the student about a teacher who wanted to have sex with him in the locker room. The victim said she told Eden she didn't want to talk about that, but he continued and told the victim he was married but still wanted to engage in sexual activity with this other teacher from the school. The next day, the student went back to do more community service, and she was helping Eden break down boxes. Her hoodie jacket got caught on one of the boxes, and the zipper broke down, deputies say. The hoodie serves as her top, so the victim asked Eden for a T-shirt as she wanted to cover herself. Deputy said Eden responded by reaching out and unzipping her jacket all the way. The victim told Eden she was uncomfortable because the only clothing she had under the hoodie was a bra. Eden tried to fix the jacket multiple times, but eventually handed her a shirt. The victim then walked into a separate locker room area to change, but she turned around and saw Eden standing behind her. According to deputies, Eden then complimented her bra and told her multiple times that there were no cameras there. The victim told Eden she was uncomfortable, and Eden asked her to not report the incident. The student did report the incident to her parents in that evening and then to the school administrators the next day.
Now, this man was a football coach. Do you believe that? A football coach. He's supposed to be out there working with the wide receivers, but instead, he was trying to get into her tight end.
That's good. I don't think he'd be that raunchy, but I do.
Grady
have
wouldn't go
I
that
do have a
blue.
little bit though.
There's a program at the school that allows students to receive community hours, and they help teachers.
I'm going to skip
Well, our
forward a little bit.
victim-
It's 12
The
minutes
other
long.
two said, no, we're
It's the full
good. We
press
don't want
conference.
anything to do with it. So anyway, he's arrested. He's charged as appropriate. But here's my concern. My concern is how many other students, how many other children, teenage girls, has he hit on? And was he able to successfully groom any of them who are now embarrassed and afraid to report it? We need to know that. He's locked up on felonies in the county jail. We don't have any football team in jail, so
no
we don't
longest
need to
yard.
worry about him coaching anything.
That's too bad.
I was wondering what he was getting at.
And the school system is appalled.
It is hard to believe that this guy just on one day decided to be an absolute creep. I mean, those are pretty bold moves to be unzipping a girl's shirt and talking about having sex with another teacher.
Yeah.
And that just be, I mean, I guess every creep has a first day of being a creep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't imagine at the age of 31, this far into his career, that it was the first day. I don't know anything about football out there, but do you know anything about Bartow High football? Like,
Oh,
are they
dude, huge?
Yeah.
So like this guy's probably a figure of note. In the community as a football coach.
Yeah, the Polk County, they love their high school football. And Bartow's a cool little city right outside Lakeland. They got a good catfish restaurant out there.
Yeah, I had to go out there with my my knee stuff. The knee doctor that I was going to.
Really? In
yeah.
Bartow?
Yeah, well that doctor I knew because he was
Indian.
No. I'm trying to think of his name. He was on the station. He was on this station. That's how I got hooked up with him. He did a show on the weekend that was hosted by Micah. So I hit up Mike and I was like, hey, I know you got the guy that you work with who is the orthopedic surgeon or whatever, and hit him up right away. And I got in like the next day with the old ACL blowout.
That's cool. You still have not replaced your ACL?
No, and I'm better than ever, baby. John Denver made it through like 4 seasons with no ACL, and
Medical
look at him.
miracle. Hey, the three of us were right there when that happened too. Like that was.
You were there?
Oh yeah.
Remember I lifted your foot because I didn't know how bad it was?
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Diz was literally right there, like as you were on the ground writhing in pain.
Yeah, I was like,
Diz was right there.
My drinks are right there. Can
Oh
I get
man, that was God. What a moment! Like the dramatic comeback that we had launched as a kickball team.
I love that this is the part he remembers.
John had I believe was represented the tying run or the go ahead run on first base.
I think it was tying.
Tying.
I think it was tying because, well, I'm not sure because I knew that if the time expired, we lost.
Right.
So I must have just brought in one that put us within one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because then I remember between you and Galvin, more so Galvin, but you were right there with him. Your only concern was getting my lifeless body off of the field.
Primary concern, not only concern.
So that you could continue the game. Yeah.
Well, look,
it's really not good. I don't know why we bring this up so often because it really takes me back to a dark place. It makes me question everything I ever knew.
What's the dark place?
Well, winning that tournament was very important to Galvin and me, and we didn't know at the time.
More important than other things.
Nothing's more important than you, John.
I will always thank. I'm trying to think who was really there. Joj was first and
Joj was
foremost.
great.
The
Jim
one there.
Ratstaff,
She was
I think,
there?
was good.
Oh yeah, Joj was there, and I mean, I gotta say, whether or not I took his hosting gig or not, Charlie Belcher and Lindsey Belcher were they were very pivotal in helping me that day too. So. It's just it gives you a different perspective of the people around you, and clearly everything's fine. There's nothing to.
The look on his face when he was so elated. He went from elation, jumping up off of first base to celebrate the single, and then the moment he landed, everything crumpled. Just like,
yeah,
God,
yeah.
I was so
I don't even know how
devastated.
that. I don't even know. No, you weren't.
That
I
we
don't
lost.
even. I don't even know how. I don't even know how it. Oh God! I just remember feeling something that I knew was not right.
Yeah, I could see it in your eyes.
That was terrible.
As we tried to roll you off.
Yeah, I was going to say you're sending mixed messages because you didn't think it was that bad, but you said you also could see it in my eyes that it was bad.
Well,
so
it was
which
so
one
bad
was it?
they canceled the kickball tournament for good.
Dude, was that the last one?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not going to lie. Is that my fault? I mean, it's not my
It's
fault
not your
because it
fault.
happened to me.
No,
'cause
no.
It's like
insurance purposes.
Yeah, the
we can't do
Grammaticus
anything.
fear litigation.
you would have to wonder. I also was not the first person to get hurt.
Oh, no.
Like there were often, like it used to be just kind of a funny thing, but I remember I did this was early Promo John days. I did a gig with Spanish at like a cell phone place or something, and they came from the kickball tournament, and he was almost immobile.
Oh, yeah.
Like they brought
Spanish?
him and Kelly showed up, and I mean he had hurt his leg and I think his arm, and he was bruised all on his side. Like people were getting hurt, and people also really took it very seriously. I know that I watched it at least the year before. Watched Drew get into a fight with at least one person.
Nice. On the station or like?
No.
Wanted to kill me.
This was something else. So
you were just jawing them the whole game or something?
Me, Tiz. I'm a good sportsman.
I don't even want to do this anymore. I don't even want to be around anymore.
Sorry that happened.
Let's step aside for a moment. We've got some more joints to fire up right up the joint alley. I've got aliens. I've got pets. And, dude, I really want to dig into. You think of the people of Sweden. I don't know much about them, but you think about what they'd want to watch on TV.
Yeah.
I didn't know. But when I tell you what the most popular show in Sweden is, the whole family gathers around to watch it. It gets the highest ratings. Maybe you'll believe it, maybe you won't, but it's making me want to move to Sweden immediately. We'll give you all that and a bit more coming up next with more John's Joints. But first, we got to tell you about Win Derby at Derby Lane, right here in beautiful, very, very clean St. Petersburg. On Gandy Boulevard, you walk in there, and it's kind of like you're going into the glory days of gambling because you see the tables, the amazing staff, $5 minimums. They're still giving you free cocktails while you're playing. There's free appetizers and hors d'oeuvres coming around every few hours, and they're giving away, on average, $10,000 to $100,000 every day.
As a below amateur poker player myself, what can be rather daunting is a high minimum, like a $25, $50 minimum poker table. I go nowhere near those, but John just said it. $5 minimum at some tables at Derby Lane. That makes it very user-friendly, and you can win a ton of money with the progressive jackpots should you be fortunate enough to draw a royal flush like I did.
It's an institution. There have been countless films filmed there, plenty of free parking, and you still bet on the ponies remotely. It's a place you got to check out right here in St. Petersburg. For all the information you're ever going to need, check them out online at win-derby.com. That's win-derby.com. .com.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Just one wreck right now. It's in Hillsborough County in the Citrus Park area. Down Mabry at Linebaugh. Crews on the scene there. Some lanes blocked off. Kind of a busy area this time of morning, so going to be even busier now. Keep that in mind if you're heading in that direction. Good news is all the main roads accident-free. 275, 75, and I-4. Nothing to slow you down right now on the toll roads. Looks like US 19 in Pinellas County, as good as it's going to be for this time of morning. And so far, so good on those Bay Area bridges as well. I'm Monica with traffic. All-American Gunslingers on US 19 is Newport Richie's #1 gun range. Join All-American Gunslingers every Saturday for their free concealed carry class. Normally $85, is now free from 12 to 3 p.m. Go to aagunslingers.com to reserve your spot. Seats are limited. Your rights, your safety, your freedom.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Are they promising you up to 10% growth per year guaranteed for your retirement income? If not, you need a new financial advisor. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hard-working folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 up front or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't work when you're supposed to be retired. And if any financial advisor tells you it's too good to be true, they simply don't have the options we do. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA Spring Sale. How can I help?
Oh, hi. It's time for spring cleaning, and I need a total refresh.
Perfect. Huge savings in store and online can help you refresh for less. Save up to 50% off on hundreds of select outdoor, garage, bathroom items, and more.
Oh.
Plus, loyalty members can save an extra 10% on select sale items.
Wow. Now I won't have to spring break the bank.
Shop the IKEA Spring Sale March 18th through April 21st.
Offer valid 3/18 to 4/21/25. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and IKEA-USA.com/spring sale for details. Restrictions apply.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or call 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Tell them Mike Caldesea.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as the Strip.
Just one step. That's all it takes to begin to make a huge change in your life with nursing education from Jersey College's School of Nursing. Just ask our grads.
Jersey College gave me all the tools and confidence I needed to prepare me to be a nurse.
The teachers here, they're amazing. They're supportive.
You're never alone. It's more than just a school here. I feel like it's a family.
2025 is full of possibilities. Take the next step towards your nursing dream today. Visit jerseycollege.edu. That's jerseycollege.edu.
Great Scott! Back to the Future is now on stage, and it's a jaw-dropping spectacle raves USA today. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious entertainment. April 29th through May 4th at Straz Center. Get your tickets yesterday at strazcenter.org.
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Integrity, respect, results. Farah and Farah, expect more. Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
I'm meteorologist Jim Weber in the Sky Tower Weather Center. Nice looking day for today. Loads of sunshine around, but it's going to be a warm afternoon. High temperature of 87 degrees. Then tonight, clear skies, a pleasant night. Low temperature down to 65 degrees. Still that comfortable humidity, so a really pleasant evening. Then as we head into Friday, more sun around and more heat. Daytime high right back up to 89 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks that drives a girl wild. I've got the moves.
WrestleMania weekend, brothers and sisters.
Hell yeah, brother.
Is upon us.
Granddaddy of them all.
The showcase of the Immortals.
Is this Shawn Michaels?
This is Shawn Michaels, yes.
How proud are you of me?
I'm pretty. You want to know what's funny is this was the original version. This is funny.
Heartbreak Kid.
This was the original version of the song.
I think he's cute. He's so sexy.
You know who that is?
He's got the look.
I think you know who she is at the very least.
The Fabulous Moolah?
Scary Sherry. The sensational Sherry.
Yeah. Who was the lady who turned everybody out? Was that Moolah?
Oh, that was Moolah. Yep.
Yeah.
That was Moolah. It turned out she was a bad. She was not as. Yeah, I remember they were doing a big tournament. Then they called it like the Fabulous Moolah Invitational or something. And then simultaneously, I think maybe that was that Vice behind the Dark Side of the Ring did a documentary about her and how she was like whoring those girls out. And it was not, dude, I watched another one of those recently. They're doing a new season and there was a guy that I didn't even remember. His name was Ivan
Koloff?
No, Ivan Bohr. Either way, he was in the WWE for a short period of time, and he was a Nazi. He was like straight up a Nazi.
Like it wasn't
and
a
he was
character.
like a psychopath. And they supposedly didn't know, and then they found about his Nazi tattoos, and then he went on to be like a Nazi leader in the country that he was from. Whole wild story about the guy in this new episode of Behind Them.
Man, too bad he didn't choose a different career path. He could be the Secretary of Defense right now.
Why don't you and Fisher and Monica go get yourself a ring? Why don't you go post another?
You hanging photos too, dog?
Yeah. I mean, seriously.
You know me. Hey, you wanted to say something about food?
Free MS-13 over there. Dude, so Danielle's over by the mall today, and we're trying it for the first time. I know I mentioned it to you. So P.F. Chang's, there's only two in the entire country. One is up in New York, and they built the other one in St. Pete. It's a new P.F. Chang's casual bowl place called Pagoda. It's like a fresh kitchen that's all like fresh kitchen kava type thing, but it's all Asian inspired.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. I thought you might find it interesting. I'm getting some sort of Korean steak barbecue bowl. So
I like that new fast casual bowl thing that they have the Naked Farmer right by
That's a
Amalie
good one,
Arena.
yeah.
Oh my God, they are friggin' delicious.
That is, we were talking about looking at when the stock market was completely tanking, not just mildly tanking. We were talking about stocks, and dude, one of the hottest stocks over the past however many months has been Kava.
Yeah,
like they're publicly traded, and they have bought so many new spaces and grown so much. I mean, we saw them for the first time a couple years ago, and I mean the way that they have blown up. There's one downtown Tampa now as well there, and they've done very well for themselves. Very, very good.
Have you eaten there? I haven't. I don't think I've eaten there in the last 6 months.
Definitely less than 6 months, but it has been a hot minute. I've been teasing it all day. I even was able to tantalize Drew Garabo with my tease regarding the hottest television show in Sweden. Millions and millions are tuning into the hottest show, captivating Sweden. It's reality. It's live. And after hours of slow shots of calming nature, the stars arrive. The Great Moose Migration is the highest rated television show in Sweden, which is literally just that. It is a live feed of moose migrating across Sweden. The show airs nonstop for 20 days. following the moose via remote cameras and drones as they journey through the forest and swim across the Angerman River. The series debuted in 2019 and drew about 1 million viewers in the first year. Last year, viewership exploded to 9 million, the most viewers of a live stream in the history of Sweden, and its fan base is dedicated and massive. People say they often don't sleep. They have their friends and family over to watch the great moose migration live on television.
And they just migrate.
I
mean, moose are fascinating. Seeing them in Colorado was pretty damn cool.
I think I would, if I could turn to a channel and just like check in on the moose migration, I absolutely would.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they, I was thinking about them crossing the river. I don't think anything's eating them in those rivers.
In the Swedish rivers?
Yeah, no gators, nothing.
Swedish fish.
Yeah, those, delicious.
Gummy.
Locals keep the show playing on their TVs as hours can go by without any action.
Oh, man.
But then when a moose appears, people explode with joy. Often children are late to school saying, I saw a moose. And the teacher, this is a real interaction, and the teacher was like, where? What? And often they will turn on the migration for the children in school. And like everybody in Sweden is watching it in real time.
I would want to watch and then see the Swedish chef pop out of the woods and he'd go, and then he would have Hershey syrup on him. He'd go, chocolate mousse, chocolate mousse.
Everyone is so stressed out today with the social media and the way we produce everything we do in our life. It is the total opposite in Sweden, as all they care about right now is the moose migration. No plots, no drama, just a front row seat to Mother Nature. We used to watch this had to be years ago, maybe before I started working here. I think we were working at Ruby Tuesday. They did a thing on National Geographic in the morning, and it was like Yellowstone Live. And you would just fire it up in the morning, and it would be like 4 or 5 different live cams of early morning action in Yellowstone. And sometimes you'd see a bear, sometimes you see a moose, you see a wolf, other things like tracking through. I love the idea of it, but here in America, we have far too many demands when it comes to our entertainment that I don't think just a moose migration would do it for us.
Sweden's moose migration, America's Voyerdorm, pretty much the same thing. Remember Voyerdorm?
No.
It was like a
Big
dorm.
Brother?
Yeah, except it was dirty. It was like in the early days of the internet where it was like girls in their dorms. It wasn't. I mean, they knew the cameras were there, so they,
Dude, this is completely random, but it's been being fed into my algorithm, and I know I'm the only one in this boat. Have you been paying attention to JoJo Siwa being not gay in the Celebrity Big Brother house?
So I know that Mickey Rourke got into
booted.
it with
He got
her.
booted. So they booted him out because he also. That was the initial problem, but then he told somebody he was going to kill them or something. So that's when he got booted out.
Yeah.
But now JoJo Siwa, super gay, in a happy relationship, has been gay forever, pretty much.
Right.
Dude, that she is canoodling with this dude, and they have scenes in the bed where she's got her shirt up and he's caressing her back, and now this new video where they're just kind of holding each other and like rubbing each other's face, like longing into each other's eyes. What a thing if you got JoJo Siwa to be not gay on your TV show.
Man, she went from like innocent little spry, young, sprightly thing to like, I'm a hardcore Lizzie.
Who is she?
She was a singer.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, she was like a child. She was like a child. She had the ponytail that came out of the side of her head,
sparkly makeup.
Yeah. This is the kids era JoJo Siwa. This is one of my favorites, Boomerang.
I don't really care about what they say.
I am really, really gay.
Won't let the haters get their way.
Go on, get down, lick some, snatch you day.
It's so funny. Spotify did the due diligence of separating the JoJo Siwa. It's under 2 different artists.
Oh.
JoJo Siwa kids music and JoJo Siwa adult music.
Ooh,
Because
let's hear the adult music.
I think her recent one.
I need my iced coffee, baby.
See if you can find the not so subliminal messaging in here.
All right.
Iced coffee. Where's she going to go with a lesbian turn? Can you predict it? Iced coffee, lesbian.
In the morning, let's go. You can put me over like
Lot of cream.
Hello. We be underneath the sheets, get sweet and low. Shouldn't espresso, cinnamon, French toast. Hello, hanging up the bedpost. You're a better view than the Malibu coast. I be
Latte?
getting like your charms when I kiss your rainbow. Take a sip, hello. Make a trip, hello. I can't function without you.
It's coming.
Ice, ice, coffee, first thing in the morning.
Oh.
Again in the afternoon.
That's not it?
That's not even it.
Oh.
Maybe I made it up in my own head.
Yeah, you just want us to hear the
Maybe
song,
I made it up in my head.
You're trying to afford your
No,
JoJo Siwa
I'm sorry.
A little bit of sugar and cream, a little bit of you, and I'm getting no sleep. French pressed up against my chest, a wee wee, if you know what I mean, and you know what I need. Like the way you got in my bean.
There it is.
Or bean.
I like the way you're grinding my bean.
Yeah.
Very
Get it?
subtle.
Not flicky.
Yeah.
Grinding my bean.
Right,
You get it?
'cause
You
the
guys
bean-
heard that part?
Yeah.
Like a bean, like
Yeah.
a coffee bean.
Like that's her magic
But also
button.
a bean.
Grinding
Yeah.
it.
Worth the wait.
Yeah.
Definitely. Good payoff.
1 minute and 17 seconds of JoJo Siwa to get to grinding my bean.
So she's not gay anymore.
I'm not gay no more.
I like beans.
I don't know if she's not gay. It would be interesting if it was like the first time she like got around men and she's just like, actually, turns out I'm maybe.
Men.
Unfortunately, that'll feed into the narrative that a lot of guys have. Like, you just ain't had the right one yet.
Well, dude,
baby.
that's exactly what's even more messed up. If this did come to fruition, what's even more messed up is that's what Mickey Rourke said to her.
You
He
ain't never
said
been turned out
if this
yet.
he goes, if this show goes on for more than 4 days, you're not going to be gay anymore.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, I've never heard this before.
He just told you it's
You ever heard this?
now. What did you come here for? What did you come down here for? Tell me. To get delivered more. To get delivered. Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free? Yes, sir. I am delivered. Turn around and tell those people, I don't like men no more. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I thought I like women. I'm not gay.
What a thing. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you,
Live your
gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. What a time. Diz, appreciate you. Thank you to everybody who called, participated with the program. We got a Friday edition of Sending Show coming up tomorrow, a Wild Fork Friday. We're going to be giving out some Wild Fork dollars in preparation for the big appearance on Saturday in the very clean, very beautiful St. Pete with Dr. Barbecue. Contrary to the beliefs of one Monica, who has problems with Pinellas County as a whole, it's a very beautiful place, and we'll be there on Saturday starting at 11 with Dr. Barbecue. Before I get out of here, though, I got to tell you about Xfinity. Can you take the power of your home internet almost anywhere? With Xfinity, you can do more of what you love in the places you go the most with internet and mobile together. Xfinity built a network that's 99.9% reliable. Plus, Xfinity Mobile has Wi-Fi Power Boost, giving you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go. Get the same reliable network in the places you need it most, whether it's the coffee shop, the grocery store, or at the big game, all to power more of what you love. Whether you're gaming, streaming, or you're just trying to work from home, whatever you're into, you will love how fast you can do it with Xfinity Internet and mobile together. Make the switch and make the call today. Xfinity.com or 1-800-XFINITY. Drew Garabo live coming up next.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Traffic crash reported right now, Hillsborough side, I-75 south at Gibsonton Drive. This is going to be exit 250. Now, the right lane is blocked, definitely causing a backup out there. Also, we had that road construction going on. Looks like there is a traffic crash near it. This is going to be US 301 at Gibsonton Drive. It's causing a slowdown going both directions right now. So if you're heading that direction, definitely expect a slowdown. Also, Gandy Boulevard East at St. Martin Boulevard. Got reports of a crash right there, also causing a slowdown. Bridge is still looking good, running up to speed right now and accident-free. I'm Ashley with traffic.
After you've been injured at no fault of your own, you shouldn't be stuck footing the medical bills or dealing with lost wages. Farah and Farah's accident attorneys are here to make it easy. Contact Farah and Farah, 1-800-500-5555, farahandfarah.com. Make it a Farah fight, Tampa.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar tonight, 7 p.m. Embassy Suites, USF, 3705 Spectrum Boulevard in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS. CamTechSchool.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks,
up the phone and just text Reese.
John Setting here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new Impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month. New Passports just $329 per month. Or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new early rate lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through April 15th, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now at Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.50%, APR 6.56% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. 0 closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Sun Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
O'Reilly. Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Tampa on North Nebraska Avenue next to TGT Poker and Racebook now through April 29th for the grand opening sale. You'll get 2 times O Rewards points on select purchases, including 5 quarts of any Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil to get to your next reward twice as fast. And buy 1, get 1 free Coca-Cola products at your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The Shark Coast Tag Deal event everybody's been waiting for is upon us. Get ready to load up on Saturday, January 18th at Ammo Fest 2025. Shark Coast Tactical is hosting a good old-fashioned ammo sale Saturday, April 19th. Ammo Fest is the best place to find the cheapest ammo around. Discounts on all calibers of ammo, pistol, rifle, shotgun, and more. And they'll have everything from range ammo, self-defense ammo, and hunting loads. So stock up on your ammunition for all your shooting needs this Saturday, April 19th. Shark Coast is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media and tell them Mike Calta sent you. If your home was damaged by Helene or Milton and you need replacement windows, save yourself a lot of time and hassle and call my friends at WeatherTight Windows. We've all heard stories of these fly-by-night contractors who are taking advantage of people in our community. WeatherTight Windows was here way before we were hit by these storms, and they'll be here long after the final repairs are done. WeatherTight is a company you can trust for your replacement doors and windows.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
This Ram Truck Month, Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is making it easier than ever to get behind the wheel of a new Ram. With over 1,000 vehicles in stock and 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days during our Zero to Ohm sales event. Plus, we're proud to sponsor the Country Thunder Music Festival in May. It's all happening at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
The following ad is an impersonation.
Attention all wonderful, patriotic Americans looking for a great haircut or beard trim. There's a huge offer from Hair Mechanics I have to share with you. They do incredible haircuts, and believe me, nobody knows hair like I do. That's right, folks. $15 gets you a rocking cut at Hair Mechanics. We're going to make that head of yours great again, and we are going to cut, baby, cut. Visit our new Clearwater or Palm Harbor locations today. Hair Mechanics, cuts for men.
HairMX.com.
At Cadence Bank, we believe the future comes in many shapes. Every day is a new beginning.
training, a chance to imagine new possibilities or get to work building them. There's opportunity here. Find a branch near you at cadencebank.com. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
This is a cat named Mo, and all-American gunslingers, Newport Richie's #1 gun range, wants you to know that education is the key to safety, and shooting is a diminishing skill, so classes and training are crucial. All-American Gunslingers has training from holster draw to pistol intro and rifle and skill drills. And don't forget, League Night is a friendly competition with new and advanced shooters every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30, with prizes awarded weekly. All-American Gunslingers, your rights right down the street from the Gulf of America, your safety, your freedom.
My name is Attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
Comedian, actor, and author Colin Quinn is coming to Clearwater. Come see him April 24th at the Billheimer Capitol Theater. Hear Colin's unique perspective on American politics and culture. Don't miss one of the most beloved voices in comedy, Colin Quinn.
Your identity's not even who you are. Your identity's who the government says you are. Your personality is who the people that know you think you are. Your reputation is who the people that don't know you think you are. Your social media profile is who you think you are.